Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Britton's Hangout Hour episode 110. It's probably going to be the last one I'm recording in 2024, but it's probably going to be up in a while, so probably doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm here with Josh from Already Overbooked. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. It's kind of cold here, or it's cold for my area. It's like 50 degrees here, so it's pretty chilly.
So wait, where you at?
I'm in Georgia. I'm in
Oh,
Georgia.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, well, I mean, but yeah, it's December 26th. It's Boxing Day in other countries. I don't think America really celebrates it that much, but I asked you earlier, but your Christmas went well.
Yeah, Christmas was good, man. We did some fun stuff with the family. We went actually to the Polar Express in
mm.
North Carolina. So that's kind of why we had to push back this conversation. But yeah,
Oh,
that was a lot of fun. And then yeah, overall it was good. Can't complain too much. A little bit of traveling, but it was good. How about you?
mine went well. I I spent a lot of it with family, and yesterday I did a stream for a little while. Well, yesterday, as of the recording of this video, I did a stream and did that for a while. Then I went and saw some Christmas lights with my aunt. We do that every Christmas. Unfortunately, we had to wait till actual Christmas Day because just a bunch of stuff kept coming up, which has been kind of a recurring thing that's happened in 2024 for me. Um,
Mhm.
Here we are.
No, I get that. I get that. It's between. I feel like everyone's been getting sick lately. Like everyone I talk to, doesn't matter their location. There, I feel like there's a flu going around again um, this year. So hitting everybody, hitting everybody.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got a new chair, so let me just show it off. Yeah, I got a new chair right here. Sure, you
Nice.
can't really hear me very well now, but I'm back here because I got a new chair, so that's pretty awesome. I got some new books, so yeah.
That- That's awesome. Yeah, I got what did I get? I got Lord Baron Blood Standard. I don't know, some thriller book I got from the kids. And then I got some gift cards, so I'm going to buy some books. So we'll see what I actually get with that Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, I got some. Let me just grab them real quick. Right here. Yeah, I got Gardens of the Moon because I'm gonna hopefully start Malazan next year. Guards because I'm starting Discworld as well. Um, The Sisters Brothers, which is a western I heard is pretty good,
Hmm. I'm gonna write that
and
one down.
Blood in the Mist, which is a very old fantasy novel. My buddy Robin, that's actually his favorite fantasy novel. Stop! I keep bumping into everything. I'm not used to this chair yet.
So is this your first Pratchett?
Yes.
Guards gonna be where
Mm-hmm.
you start. So I read Going Postal a year ago. It
Mm-hmm.
was pretty good. It was pretty good. Very very dry humor. So if you're a big fan of dry humor, I think it'd be right up your alley. But I want to get back into it. I just haven't yeah, I plan stuff to read and then my mood changes pretty quickly on like what I feel like reading. So
That
I
happens,
jump on
man, to me as
advice.
well.
Yeah.
I'll be like reading and like I have ADD brain or something. I'm like, ooh, another book over there. I want to read that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Same.
2025 because the last couple books I've read have just been kind of meh. You know,
What are you reading? What was the last book you read? Or what are you currently reading?
I read a book called Deathless, which was like, eh. Now I'm reading Absolution by Jeff Vandermeer, which is the new one in the Southern Reach books. I think the last one, allegedly. Um, it's okay. I don't know why he felt the need to write it, but still well written. It's Jeff Vandermeer.
Hmm. Yeah, I've not read any of his. I don't know I haven't read any of those.
Mm.
It's Andermere.
Uh, Vandermeer is here.
Vandermeer.
Sure.
Vander. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll just
Cool. I have
share
a
that.
notebook. I'm writing down these names, these books you're talking about. So I have Sisters, Brothers, now Vandermeer on my list to start adding in more stuff.
Yeah, no,
So
what's I yeah, it's a good 2025 is going to be a fun year, I think. I have a lot of plans. I'm hoping that I can get to at least most of them. I don't know if I'll get to all of them, but I have we'll see. We'll see. Do you have any plans for
I hear you.
2025 yet, or you just like?
Yeah. I have a handful of books I want to go through and read. I want to read Durfee's books because honestly, he was one of the reasons I started a booktube channel was Durfee, and I haven't read any of his books yet, or the 3 books he has out. So that's on the list
Mm,
for 2025, and then a few I want to finish some series, and then pretty much just whatever mood pops up. So whatever books like I go, ooh, I want to read that one next is kind of the path I'm going to go through and take for 2025. I have some booktube plans. I want to do some different stuff now that I've been in the game for a few months. I think I'm going to start trying to switch things up and try some new things. So I got some ideas. So we'll see if I
mm.
how they do, and if they work well, they'll continue. If not, I'll switch gears to some other cool stuff that we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I have some other plans, but I'm trying to kind of. It's been hard because I want to talk about them, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, I gotta wait. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
doing
trying not
another
to.
stream on New Year's, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Isn't it going to be live? Isn't that what you're doing? You're going to do a live one
Yeah,
or just a drop-in show?
yeah.
That's cool.
It's called
That'd be
State
cool.
of the Okie. I know, very clever. I did one last year, so it's kind of a recurring thing I do. I'm just gonna make this thing now, and it luckily falls on a Wednesday when
I
I
like it.
generally upload. So I just scored big time right there.
Yeah, yeah, you won. You
Mm.
won. I like it. I like it. Should be fun. You got a bunch of people planning on jumping on.
I'm gonna try. I don't know I'm hopefully no one's gonna be too like plastered out of their mind or hungover and whatnot. I don't know. So I hope so. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. That's So other than that, you got any other plans for New Year's or the night before? You gonna do anything? You going out?
I am probably going to spend it with my family like I usually do, unless my friends rope me into hanging out with them again, but I haven't heard from them in a while, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna spend time with my family.
That'll be fun. That's always fun.
I generally I
Saying,
generally don't go out very much. It's like that's like special occasions. Like my friends will be like, "Let's go," and I'll go. But
yeah. So where you so I'm in Georgia. Where are you at, like state wise? Curious.
I'm in Oklahoma.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
I was gonna assume based off of the stuff in your background, but sometimes people have stuff in the back that's just a random team.
Yeah, no, I could live in Texas, but my parents actually would love to live in Florida, but eh. Or my dad would anyway.
Florida's nice, man. I got a lot of family down there.
Oh
So
yeah, it
it's
is.
I'm
It's I
down there all the
mean,
time.
though when I went down there, it was windier than it was so windy down there. But
It's nice though. If you like the beach and stuff, it's always fun. Hurricanes aren't fun, so
no.
if you do go down there for that, you get to experience hurricanes because we get to experience that a lot here in my area because
My
we're right
parents
on the.
lived in Florida for 5 years in the like 80s and 90s, so
Mhm.
they survived a hurricane once. They can confirm, not fun.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying. Definitely if you decide to stay during that mess. So I try to leave now unless I'm forced to stay. So I've experienced one too many, and I usually just bail. It's
Yeah,
my stuff's my fault.
it's kind of like tornadoes out here, except tornadoes most people out here are just like, Unless you're in like Moore or somewhere like that where people are just cursed. Yeah, over there. I feel bad for the Moore people, but no big tornadoes recently, so we've been blessed. It's
That's
not
good.
like the movie Twister. I don't know if you've ever
Well,
seen that, but
I've seen the original one. I haven't seen what is it? The newest one, Twisters with an S. I think that's what it is.
yeah,
It's like instead of fighting one Twister, they're fighting like 5 Twisters. From what I
yeah,
could see.
it's like I mean, it's kind of silly. It's just like you're trying to make Jaws with a Twister, you know? Like that's not real. All right.
Yeah, yeah, it's comical. It's fun. Those are always fun. You know, they just turn off your brain kind of shows or
Well, sure,
movies
yeah.
where you can, like,
The second
yeah,
one was actually pretty fun. I actually liked the ideas they were playing with, kind of like could you like stop a tornado with technology? I thought that was pretty fun. But you know,
hmm, hmm. I might need to check it out. I have a bunch of stuff on my list, so like that
oh, me
movie's
too.
on there, and then there's what's that show with is it Colin Farrell? Penguin.
Oh yeah, the
Penguin. I hear
penguin.
I hear the
Yeah.
Penguin's fantastic. I
Oh,
just
it's
haven't
great.
had a chance to sit down and watch it. Um, and then there's a few other shows that's out that's supposed to be
Man,
good. It's
I'm
just
so bad at keeping up with movies. I mean, I think Nosferatu just came out recently.
mhm,
And the Bob Dylan movie just came out recently, so I've been
mhm.
thinking of getting my dad to do a double feature, but we'll see. We'll see if he'll go for it.
Yeah, they both look good. They both look good. It's just I think I think the next movie I'm gonna end up pulled into seeing is the new Sonic movie, Sonic 3. I think that's what I'm gonna see.
You know, it's
Um,
kind of funny. James Marsden seems to find himself in a lot of movies where he teams up with weird furry creatures. Like, did you ever see Hop?
yeah, yeah, where he's messing around with the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah. He went to the same high school I went to, so yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm just
That's
like,
cool.
there's our legacy right there, freaking Hop.
Guy talking to himself in every movie, or a stick, a ball on a stick. He's talked to a ball on a stick till they CGI something in there.
He seems, I mean, hey, if he's having fun, God bless him. You know, I don't know. I'm just,
Living the dream. Living the
yeah,
dream. I listen. I'll talk to myself all day if you're gonna pay me that kind of money.
yeah. I mean, you would think they'd have like a person there now in like a suit, because you know, that's how they did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, is that what they did with Guardians? Is that what they did?
Yeah, I think it's motion capture. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um.
'Cause a lot of stuff I've been seeing behind the scenes, it's always like a little thing, and I'm like, it's a dragon. It's like, okay, let me pretend I'm talking to a dragon here. So it's
Yeah, it's the same thing with books. Like, there's so many of them
mhm.
that I need to read. You know, it's ridiculous.
Well, every time I read one, there's like 4 more that get added to my list.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like, yeah, you just read one and you're like, ah, man, that was a good, interesting, well written, and then there's like four more, and you're like, damn you, yeah. So there you go. It's just
Exactly. Exactly. Have so jumping back to movies, man. Did you see the that Superman trailer? Are you a fan of comics and stuff? Those comic books?
yes, I am. I'll admit I'm not I am not the biggest Superman fan. I was glad to see a Superman trailer that like seemed to get it right, you know, like bright colors and
Hmm.
like Superman actually, you know, doing stuff. He's not just an angsty sourpuss Jesus stand-in. Poor Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
He wasn't a terrible Superman. They did not do him any favors with yeah, I won't go there. We'll
Yeah.
get
He
into
felt,
it.
I thought visually he looked good as Superman,
Yeah.
but I agree. The script.
Can you hear me?
How's that? I can hear you now. All right. Good. All right. Good.
All right. Well,
All right.
just repeat what you said. I'll you know, I'll
Um. what was I saying? Superman. Superman. Yeah, Henry Cavill. I think he did a good job. He looked good as Superman, but I think the script was too grim. It should. And Superman's not a grim character. He's a light. Like he's the light. Why Batman's the dark,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why it works. Not okay. We want to make a darker Superman. Like Superman's not like an angry dude. You know, that's what. So I was excited for this new trailer. I thought it looked good. I was excited for it. We'll see. A lot of people were a little angry about the wasn't the green was it the Green Lantern? I can't remember his real name.
The Guy Gardner, yeah.
Guy Gardner. Yeah, with that haircut, people were bashing him. And I'm like, that's what he looks like though.
I was about to say, yeah, like he's supposed to look silly. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get that, then I can't help you. But
yeah.
I've been really, I've been kind of bad at keeping up with the superhero content lately. I know like Creature Commandos just recently came out with from that kind of James Gunn universe, and I haven't watched it yet though. John from Talking Story was watching it. He's liking it. So I'm more of like a Batman and Spider-Man fan, like Daredevil, kind of more like, I don't know if I'd say, well, I wouldn't call Spider-Man dark, but more grounded heroes, I guess. But I do like, there are Superman stories I like, like All-Star Superman and I like I have a soft spot for the original movie because I watched it when I was a kid. And also just, I think Christopher Reeve just is Superman.
Yeah, I agree. He is. He's fantastic. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm more of a DC fan when it comes to the more grounded characters. I'm more of a Nightwing fan. I like Dick Grayson.
I also like Dick Grayson a lot.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for the live action of a Nightwing movie. Would be awesome. It's just I don't know who they should cast. I just need a good movie. So I'm hoping with this James Gunn run, we can get like a good Dick Grayson live action. Would be cool.
Yeah, he's a fun character. I mean, he was the original Robin, so there you go. I like Tim Drake as well because I like that he's almost just as smart as Batman.
He's a good guy. He's good.
Yeah, no. But going back to the Superman trailer, I mean, they didn't really do too much, but it got me at least interested because I was kind of unsure about James Gunn doing Superman because generally, like, he does more like lesser known characters, and he is generally more of like an irreverent style, and like I mean I don't know, I know he really loves like the old Superman movie with Christopher Reeve, but I was like, hey, could he do it? And then I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, maybe he can.
Yeah. I was glad they didn't show too much also. Like they showed enough just to get people interested, but not enough where it was like, oh, here's the ending of the movie, just like it does in pretty much every other trailer.
Oh yeah.
I think we're starting to learn.
Trailer. Like, it'd be doing a pretty bad job if it did that. It's like, we're going to just show the whole movie. But yes, I agree with you. I'm glad they didn't just spoil the whole movie because that just would have been annoying.
Yeah, I feel like they do that. They've been doing that a lot on the Marvel side. So I kind of stopped watching any kind of Marvel show, movie for a while now. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't hit the same anymore. I'm kind of getting, it's getting old. It's getting old. They're not doing anything different. It feels like the same repeated items over and over again, and the characters I just don't care about. So we'll see. Maybe their next run that they're going to do with it might be good. I might jump back in, but right now I kind of stopped after Endgame.
Yeah, same. I watched like Shang-Chi and Spider-Man No Way Home, which I thought were really good.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah.
And then like the shows started out and they were kind of good, and then I was like, all right. This was this big, beautiful thing I grew up with, and now it's kind of at its end. I'm gonna step back.
I think what killed it for me, oh man, it was the Ant-Man Quantumania.
Yeah, same.
Movie.
Yeah.
That after that, I was like, I'm done. I'm checking out. So if they do, I'll stick with Spider-Man. If they do more Spider-Man, I'll go through and watch those on their own.
You know, it's funny
but
you
not
bring
gonna.
that up because I actually got a comment from Grifton today talking about Quantum Mania may have been the low point, especially their take on MODOK. Though a lot of people hated on. I actually liked MODOK in the movie because it's like, yeah, MODOK's supposed to be this stupid, kind of pathetic villain. I don't like they
Mhm,
gave him a redemption arc though. Why'd you do that? Just,
mhm.
just stop. Anyway.
Yeah, I felt it was very clunky. I felt like it was very clunky. I feel like they spit it out too fast. They should have done better in the writing room for it. I don't know, the whole thing I felt like was a hot mess. There was some good parts to it, but overall wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I mean it's yeah, I mean I actually started playing the Arkham games again recently. I don't know if you play video games, but um
No, I haven't played in a while. So I used to all the time, and it was mostly like Red Dead Redemption. I think was the
mm,
last big one I played. Played a lot of like sports games growing
mhm.
up, but haven't played anything
Played
recently.
like Madden. Did you play Madden?
Madden, I was a big Madden guy. Yeah,
Did you play like NBA?
a little bit, little bit. I've never got too much into it, but it was mostly football. Football is mostly
I was
my
about to
thing.
say, yeah, I'm more of a football guy, so I used to play college football back in the day, and they actually brought it back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So, do you watch NFL?
Yeah, I follow the Cowboys, but it's just
Mm-mm-mm.
who do you follow? Do you follow anyone?
Yep, I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh, you're an
I'm an Eagles fan.
Wait, I thought you'd be a Falcons fan because you're
Mm-mm.
in Georgia.
Nope, no. So I'm originally from Delaware, Philadelphia area.
Oh yeah.
So I grew up an Eagles fan. So I'm a diehard. I bleed green. So that's my team.
Oh man, that's how'd you end up in Georgia?
Life. So I moved here in high school, and then I went to college here,
Oh,
and been found my wife. We got married, had kids, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So kind of thinking about other places, but with this housing market, kind of not the right time.
how about that? It's have you ever watched Dan, Black and Blue Collar Reader?
No,
Oh, he's also a big Eagles fan. We would
he's a good guy. Then he's a
no,
good
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. He's a fun guy. He would tease me for being a Cowboys fan. I'm like, I'm a very jaded Cowboys fan. I'm not gonna. Not,
Well, listen, Eagles fans, we're the same way. We're the same way. We show a lot of love, but a lot of hate at the same time. So it's
Heard you threw snowballs at Santa one time. Like, what's wrong with
yeah.
you guys?
Listen, we're all in. We're all in. So if you're doing bad, we're gonna let you know. We're not afraid.
It's not Santa's fault though. Santa just got caught in the crossfire, I guess. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game on Sunday. We'll see. I don't know because we're down to our Jalen Hurts, our starting quarterback's hurt. Our second string guys might be playing.
it's been kind
So
of
it's like
it's been kind of
we're
a
just
chaotic season, really. Like, it's just been like,
been it's been nuts, man. And I'm just like I'm dying over here. I'm like I was upset we lost to the Commanders. That was a
the
good game.
commies.
And now we're gonna be playing the Cowboys. So I feel like if we lose two in a row, I'm gonna be quite upset. Quite upset.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I'm
you know,
what I the more I've watched NFL recently, the more I realize like some of these teams are run by freaking morons. Just can I just say that? Like
nothing's stopping you, man.
it's just like there's a bunch of idiots running around running these teams who have no freaking clue what they're doing. Like at the Browns. I feel bad for their fan base.
Mhm.
They've been just
Yeah.
running chaos for oh god, I can't even.
Well, you can say the same thing about Jacksonville. Jacksonville was on.
Oh my
I
god,
feel like
they're a clown
for
show in
10 years they were.
Jacksonville.
They're getting better though. They're like I'm seeing more wins than losses these past few years. So at least they're starting to move in the right direction. Years ago, they was just like, wow, they win a game. Like every game was blackout games. Like you're where I'm at. You're always Jacksonville games, but not enough people go and buy tickets because they were terrible. So like every game was blacked out, not on TV. So they were throwing tickets away trying to get people to go to the games.
Yeah,
where that.
I mean, Cowboys are very similar. We're very passionate fan base. What can I say?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
Though I'm constantly frustrated by our owner's decisions. Jerry Jones.
Hmm. Old Jerry,
Mm.
old Jerry. Yeah, yeah. He's a character. He's a character. I feel like he likes the spotlight more than
Yes,
anything.
it might be an understatement, but yes, you
Hmm.
are correct.
Hmm.
He's just
Yeah.
ugh, still thinks it's the '90s. I'm like, dude, it's 2024. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah. Old Jerry. Yeah, he's a character. He's definitely a character. Uh,
I mean, the Eagles are pretty good though. They've been making some like boneheaded decisions though. At least the coaching has. From what I've
yeah,
coupled, like the Falcons game, I'm like, what are you doing, Saquon? How did you not catch that? I'm
yeah,
glad. I'm glad
yeah.
the. I am glad the
They
Eagles.
frustrate me.
I'm glad the
They
Eagles are using
frustrate me. There's
Saquon.
times where I'm like,
Sorry.
all right, I got to go in the other room because I'm saying, I can't say certain things around the kids. And I'm like, I just got to go outside. These guys are getting me so mad.
I'm glad that they're using Saquon though. They were kind of wasting him over there at the Giants. Oh,
Scratch that. Edit that out too. Britton, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. Listen, I work, so this might need to get cut too. Maybe we'll see what I say. If I say anything, I'll let you know. So yeah, I work. I work from home, so it's like I'm nonstop on this thing doing virtual calls. So I don't know what's going on today. So
eh.
uh,
All I was saying was I'm glad the Eagles are using Saquon well because they were just kind of
mhm.
wasting him over at the Giants.
Yeah, yeah. They I don't know, man. They frustrate me so much. Like there's times where I'm just like, got to hold my tongue. So I got two small boys, and where I might say something that a kid shouldn't say. So like I go through and I might say, oh, I think the most recent was I said, "Damn it."
Oh
And
no.
my youngest started going to school saying "damn it," using
Oh,
it correctly. Using it correctly now. He said it when it wasn't just he was saying it to have fun. He was saying it when he needed to say it. So at least he's learning when to use it. But yeah, so I
smart
got the
kid.
third degree. He's learning. He's learning. So it's like I tried to hold my tongue. I try, and I'm like, but sometimes I say something I'm like, it could have been worse. I could have said something worse.
Yeah, no, I just watched the Cowboys and I'm just like, oh God, just end now. Like when we were playing the Lions, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a Lions fan. I'm just like, oh my God, just end this now. And he's just like, I mean, Lions, man, they're coming back. That's all I gotta say. They're really
Hmm.
popping back.
Yeah, they're definitely stepping it up. Definitely these past few years, so that's a plus. So someone's doing something right in the behind the scenes. So we'll see if they can keep it up. But
I like Dan Campbell. He seems like a cool guy.
mhm, yeah, I agree. I
Though,
agree.
I'm kind of a sucker for underdog teams. So what do you know? Um,
Listen, I'm been an Eagles fan, so if you know anything about us for the past 12 plus years, I've been an underdog too. So it's like we're finally doing better. Definitely during our Andy Reid era. So I go through and I'm like, damn, Andy, like, why are you doing so good now? Why couldn't you do this when you were with us? I'm like, we had the team. We had the team, Andy. What are you doing? So,
luck,
I'm
man, it's
happy
a
for Andy
thing.
Reid.
Luck is
I'm
a
I'm
thing,
happy
man.
for him. But yeah, man, I need them to lose. I'm so tired of the Chiefs. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them. I need someone to knock them down a peg.
Someone like they're literally the new Patriots. Like they're just like
Mhm,
they're literally like winning, even though like they're not really as great as they've been the last couple years. You know, like
mhm.
they've been playing some real sloppy football recently. That's all I'll say.
And- but
All
they keep
year, and they're
doing it.
still 12
They
and
keep.
one. I'm like, how the hell is this happening?
Well, they play so bad. I'm like, this is it. They're gonna lose, and then it's like out of
They
nowhere
should
they
be
pull
eight.
it
They
out.
should be like 8-5 at least.
Yeah.
If like
Hmm.
I don't know, the football gods just are not. They're not playing.
There's
They're
a there's
favoring
a
the Chiefs right now.
They are definitely favoring the Chiefs, and some people are saying the refs are too. But
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I mean, good lord, you hear that so much. I just shrug it off after a while. I'm like,
mhm.
yeah, whatever.
Listen, I've seen there's been some videos, man, that it's been very. I feel like you could put a compilation of any team and go like, oh, look at that part, look at that. They were There was a bad call, so I've seen a few crazy videos for the Chiefs getting things lean on their side, but I don't know. I feel like as long as they lose this year and they don't win the Super Bowl, I'll be happy. I'll be happy
If the
winning
Chiefs win the Super
another
Bowl
one.
again, I would just be like, this game is freaking rigged somehow. I have no. They should not. They are not a Super Bowl team. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
They're a solid.
Yeah,
They're a good team still, but they're not a Super Bowl team.
right. Yeah.
Take I hate to bring this up because you're an Eagles fan, but think of them during when they played the Eagles a few years ago in the Super Bowl. Like I thought the Eagles were gonna win that, but
Mhm.
they just played a good game that day.
Yep. That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
You guys beat
That
the
was a tough one.
Patriots though.
We
Super
did.
Bowl. That must have
We
been awesome.
did. That was a good one. But we lost to them a few years before that, in '06.
Well, I mean
'05.
when you guys finally won the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
we finally won one, so I was happy with that. We've been around for 100 years and we finally won one, so I'm happy.
Yeah, no, I remember watching the Rams Bengals Super Bowl and the Rams won. I'm like, dang it, man! I wanted the Bengals to win that because they've never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's just give it to them. Like, come on, now it's the same thing. I feel like if the Browns end up going one year to the Super Bowl, I'm like, I got to go for the Browns. When was the last time they won a game? Let's just give it to them. They need something.
You know, they're just a lost team. Like you had it made. You had it made. You had Nick Chubb. You had that other guy. I can't think of his name. The other running back who's really good over there. You had a couple of really good receivers. You got Baker freaking Mayfield. And then you screw it up. He gets injured. You then give him away for Deshaun Watson, who is a shell of himself and also not a good person. Oh, God. The Browns are run by freaking clowns. That's all I'll say. They're run by clowns. It's a clown show over there.
Yeah, it's definitely a mess. I don't know. They might surprise everybody. They
Maybe
might
someday.
one day.
I thought the commies were gonna suck for a while since Dan Snyder decided to finally leave and did one last spite move, but no, Dan Quinn's actually turning it around over there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they're looking good. They're looking good. They their new young quarterback's pretty good too. Can't remember his name.
Daniels, yeah.
Daniels, yes, that's it. Yeah, he was impressive. I can give props, even though they beat us and I don't like them. I can give props. He
it was kind
good.
of funny watching that game again. I was like, good lord, this is like the Falcons game. Dude drops an easy catch.
Mm-hmm.
And then they run all the way back. I'm just like, good lord. Eagles are just snake bitten right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry to say. I mean, I'm sure you'd probably agree with me, but
oh man, I can't agree more. And it just keeps getting rough and rough. We'll see. We got Sunday's game. Hopefully, we can start.
You guys got a great offensive line, though.
Constantly,
still,
man. Past few years, we've had good offensive lines.
I mean, Jason Kelsey's gone, but still pretty good over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they're solid. They're solid, and that's honestly why we able to win some of our games because our O-line's been keeping us together. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I feel like it's gonna be a rough few months for us unless we can figure something out. So I don't know. We have you guys, and then it's the playoffs. So, and I think we have a first round bye. I think, unless I haven't looked at it recently. Is that how it is? We have first round bye this week. After this one, unless we lose. I think if we lose, we're screwed.
I don't actually know because I'm always bad at keeping up with the
Yeah, so we're number 2 right now. So I feel like we might get dropped 1. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then the college ball has been fun watching too. So
Oh my God! I mean,
it's
my
this year's.
college team is playing tomorrow, I think. Yes, playing their bowl game because yeah, it's been a chaotic season. To be honest with you, like how did Indiana get into the playoffs? I have no freaking idea.
Right. Yeah. It's honestly, it's going to be a coin flip. It's going to be a coin flip. Who's gonna?
Do you root for a college team?
Yeah, I'm a Florida Gator fan.
Oh. Wait,
Yeah.
so when you said you went to college out here, so did you actually go to Georgia or did you go somewhere else?
I went to a Georgia school, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I mean,
Yeah,
did you actually go to like Georgia Bulldogs, Georgia?
Oh, no. I didn't go to UGA. No.
Your family wouldn't forgive you if you.
Yeah. No, my whole family's a bunch of Georgia fans, so they would have been
really?
over the moon excited. But I had to be the odd man out. So like everyone
Muted yourself? Right. All I was saying was I didn't go to OU because it was too much money. Though the campus over there is awesome. I went over there because I worked at my college's newspaper and we would go down there because they have a good journalism program over there. Mm-hmm. So we were just we would hang out over there for a while, and it's a nice place. It's just like the money over there is ridiculous. So I went to community college, which I'll admit I thought was going to kind of suck because I thought like idiots go to community college, but I was wrong. There's a lot of really interesting, smart people who go over there. And the classes were pretty good. And then now I'm at UCL. So yeah, go Broncos.
Nice. What do you major in there?
Well, it's called professional media, but it's basically journalism. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, basically learning the trade.
That's cool. Is that what you want to do? Go into
yeah, I mean, I'm more of a writer, so I would like to do something with that. But like, there's a lot of fun stuff that I've learned over there. Like, I did the TV station at because my school has a TV station, so I worked there last semester. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed myself.
That's cool.
While I was doing that, and yeah, it's a nice place. I like hanging out over, or I like it. Put it that way.
That's good. So you thought about what kind of journalism you want to do afterward? It's like, do you want to go on the sports side? Because it seems like you're very knowledgeable with that. Or is it?
Well, I was thinking I would be doing more entertainment. Like, I mean, I could do sports journalism if I wanted to, but I'd have to really sit down and pay attention. I can be really bad at that. Unless it's like college ball, then yeah, throw it to me. I'll do the beat there. But, but yeah, no. Anyway, you said you were a Florida fan. Yeah. I actually went to that game where you guys beat us in 2008. I'm still kind of mad about that.
Listen, man.
Guys had freaking Urban Meyer.
Happy, like any other fan. But man, there's been some shitty games for us these past few years, like bad games.
I know. Yeah.
There was a game, I think it was 2010 or 11, I think it was, where we ended up blocking our own teammate.
Oh, no.
We blocked our own dude and blocked him out of the way, and the other team scored. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And it was like, it was crazy embarrassing. It was crazy embarrassing, but it was, they're another team. They're either super disappointing, and it's like, I'm like, this is going to be our year. And then we, crap the bed.
Oh no! Yeah, no. I've noticed you guys are still kind of recovering from the Urban Meyer era. I guess I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, we're trying to rebuild, is what we keep trying to tell. What I keep telling myself is we're rebuilding for a while now, but we're gonna get there. We're
gonna been rebuilding for a decade. You guys beat Oh, who was it you guys beat? You guys beat Tennessee, so that must have been pretty awesome.
That was a win. That was a good one. I was very happy. A buddy of mine is a huge Tennessee fan, so anytime they play there's a group of us. We all go out and then we watch the game together, and that was a fun game. That was very happy because I honestly thought we were gonna lose. I was like, I'm accepting we're gonna lose, but I'm
That
gonna
was
go
me
for 'em.
when OU played Alabama. I thought we were just gonna lose, and then like I don't know, the brigade came that day and we won. I was like, awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing's better than when you're expecting a loss. It's like just make it close. Just make it close, fellas. Like I'm not asking for much. Just don't get run down. But and then when they win, it's always a big win, big good stuff. But
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
yeah,
But it's been a
yeah.
crazy year for college football. You know, a lot of teams have lost that you're just like, what?
Mhm.
Like, Lord.
Yeah, that the Texas Georgia game I was very surprised. I thought Texas was going to stomp them, and Georgia pulled it out twice in a row.
I was
I'm like, how do you beat them?
I was very pleased with that as an OU
Mhm.
fan.
Yeah,
Because believe it or not, we are that petty. They'll be like, "You're 6-6." I'm like, "Well, still can't beat Georgia," and they'll start spewing in the comments. College football Twitter's fun. I'll put it that way.
Mhm. Yeah. People are. I think Twitter in general, people have been crazy lately. Because I jumped.
talk
I was on
mad.
for a little bit. I was on for a little bit, and then I jumped off because it was too much. Then I came back on, and I'm like, y'all haven't changed. Y'all are still wild over here.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You want to see people like talk shit? Just go to Twitter. You know,
Yeah. It's fun though. I just like going through and reading some of the stuff. I'm like, y'all are wild, man. Y'all are crazy people.
been a lot of, been a lot of, been a lot of. It's been a crazy year. To be honest with you, a lot of teams have lost. A lot of teams have won. Indiana somehow got into the gist of things, into the playoffs. Sorry, why
Mhm.
I don't know why I said gist of things.
So who do you think's going to win this next round? Who do you think's going?
I have no idea. I really don't. I'm taking. I was thinking maybe like Oregon might win the national championship, but we'll see. We'll see.
Mhm.
Maybe Georgia will do it again, which I'm sure will please you as a Florida fan.
Yeah, yeah. If it ended up being those two, I would obviously root for Georgia. But yeah, I think Oregon. I think it's going to end up being Oregon and Georgia going, unless Penn State can pull it out. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna be in Penn and Georgia going against each other. So we'll see if they can pull it out. But I don't know. I don't know. Notre Dame looks good too. They've been looking good this year. So it's going to be a tough few more weeks for Georgia.
Isn't Texas still in
Yeah. Yeah. Who's Texas playing? It's
no idea.
Texas and
I think it's
'cause
Arizona State.
Arizona State. Yeah, because Ohio's playing Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Again.
again. Yeah.
That was a great game though. Oregon, Ohio State. I guess we'll
Mhm.
see who'll win again. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely hard to continue to beat the same team over and over again. So we'll see if it happens. We'll see if it
unless you're
happens.
Georgia, like Kirby Smart, man, that dude's
Georgia will suck 90% of the game. And then just somehow at the end, just like, all right, I guess we'll play. It's like, guys, the whole game, fellas. The whole game.
Oh, I bet you were mad at the Kentucky game when it was like 13-12, and you're like, drat, they won again.
It's like, oh, nonstop, man. They just continue. They continue. But, it's now to the point of I'm going to start rooting for them. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll get on the wagon. I'm not wearing the hat, though. Not putting on the hat. But I'll root for them.
No, yeah, I don't know if you ever watched Young Sheldon before, but I always say that Kirby Smart kind of looks like Sheldon's dad from the show.
He definitely looks like Sheldon's dad. I've not thought of that, but since you said it, like I could see it. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good fun.
Yeah.
It's like how Josh Heupel kind of looks like Bobby Hill now, a little bit.
He does look like Bobby Hill. Yeah.
Like if Bobby Hill grew up.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't think about that. Wow. That's funny.
Well, you see
That's
a bunch
funny.
of memes on Twitter. You learn some things. You're like, oh yeah, I kind of
He does look like Bobby Hill. That's funny. That's funny. That's a show I haven't seen in a while. Like I remember when that was coming out. That was a good show. King of the Hill was funny. It was a good one.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
Though, if we're talking about more animated adult comedy, I'm more of a South Park fan. But yeah, what are you gonna do? I haven't watched them
South
in a
Park.
while.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to watch it all the time. All the time. And then once it I don't know, past few years I've watched some recaps of it, but it's nothing where I'm like sitting like I need to watch this as soon as the new episode comes out. Same thing with Family Guy. I used to be a Family Guy fan also. And then trying to think if there's another show that I watched recently that's an animated that I thought was pretty good. The
No,
all right.
but what show did you like? It was so dramatic. And it just went out. I'm like, damn it, no.
Next week you'll find out what Josh asked. No, no, there was an animated show that I watched recently. It was pretty good. It was written and starred Bill Burr. I don't know if you're a fan of stand-up comedy.
I've watched some of Bill Burr's stand up. It's pretty good. Yeah, he's good.
Pretty funny. It was pretty so I watched that. But mostly it's I usually watch the same stuff. I try not to watch anything new. I'm like, I don't only have so much time throughout the day. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch the stuff that I know. So it's if it's comedy, it's usually Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And if it's drama or something, it's usually Breaking Bad or Sons of Anarchy.
That's
usually
good.
my go-to. That's usually my go-to stuff.
It's Always Sunny's great.
It's hands down my favorite show. Love it.
Is that why you're called Pepe Sylvia on
Yep.
on
Yeah,
man on Discord?
On Discord, yeah. So
I was gonna ask you about that. I'm like, oh, he's an Always Sunny fan. Awesome.
Yep. And it's funny because I've had conversations with people and they think that was my name. I'm like, yeah, I'm Pepe Sylvia. I'm like, yes, I look like I'm Pepe Sylvia. Yes, that's me.
Just wear a frog mask and he's like, yes, I'm Pepe Sylvia.
It's fun. It's fun because you get to find out who's Always Sunny fan because it's like they get it. I'm like, they get it. They get the joke. It's funny.
Yeah, he's Charlie. He's a character, as they say.
Oh, he's so funny. Charlie Day kills me. It's just like his whole character cracks me up.
I think my favorite one is when Dennis and Mac go to the suburbs and they just can't handle it because it's just like
I've been hearing that the whole time. It's like that whole part. Oh man, yeah.
Then why did you say something? It's like because I hate you. It's like, man, Glenn Howerton, he can play a good psychopath.
Oh man, no. The best part is that's really him. So I don't know if you listen to podcasts or anything, but they did a podcast for a little while of them watching the episode, and then they would go through and spend an hour talking about the show. And there was times where you would see Glenn turn into Dennis during the episode because it's like, oh, that's you, man. Like, I know that's not you all the way, but that's you. That you can see it in his eyes. It's like the dude is going straight crazy. Love it. It's so funny.
I think I remember like the episode where like the trial episode where Frank runs in the like rear ends Dennis. I think that was based
the serial episode.
I think that was if I recall, I've heard that was like based on a real thing that happened, and they were like, Glenn, why the hell would you freaking eat cereal in your car?
It's so funny. It's so funny.
And then they made an episode out of that. I also like Frank. Frank's wacky adventures are always fun to watch.
My favorite with Frank. There's two of them. It's Being Frank, where you see it from his perspective.
Oh God,
that episode gets me every time. And then the one where the gang tried it for the Eagles, and he ends up
oh my God,
dropping acid.
That's a great episode.
Can.
and he starts tripping on acid.
That one kills like that.
One of my favorites is when they did the intervention for Frank, and they're just so like deranged already. They just don't know how to like reach to him as like a normal person.
They're like, he comes up with good ideas, like the canned wine. It was like, this is a good idea. I talk with my hands.
Like, I mean, like doing the like beer volcano is just like, oh my god, that's hilarious. Just it's so. I shouldn't laugh at that. Like generally, I'm not a big fan of like cringe comedy, but like, man, they do it so well in that show for some reason.
It's. I think the best part of that show is the characters never change.
Yeah,
They're from episode 1 to where they are now. They're the same, but everyone else around them completely changes, because it's like you see the evolution of Cricket. It's like, oh, he's a good guy, and then it's like just crashes. The waitress crashes. Everyone around him crashes. They're just the same garbage people.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Man, they're fun to watch. It's like, oh man, it's like oh man, what's another one of my favorite? I really like the Invincible one. I think it's called like The Gang Goes Invincible or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That it's a good one. I enjoy all of them, but I think another one I'm really a fan of was when the gang. This is Charlie. The gang puts their bar up for the dance competition where they have to be the last one dancing, and he was like, it's like, no, you put no, it's the prize section. No, it's pride. I'm prideful of the bar, so I put that down. It's like,
I also like the one where they try to get an award, and it's basically like them commenting on the fact that It's Always Sunny didn't get an award for anything. You know, it's one of the best shows running right now.
Oh man,
and
yeah, that was a good one.
And then Charlie's song.
It's like, wow, that was a good one. Charlie didn't talk about goblins, ghouls, or spiders. That's good, man. It's a good song.
And then they lock him in the basement. It's like, dude, like, come on. Don't do Charlie like that.
Oh man, it's so funny. It's so funny. It's such a good show. I just hope they make good decisions and they stop it when it's still on top. I just hope they don't crash the show with it being out too long, like some other shows have done. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's, oh man, what's another favorite episode of mine? I really like the one when Frank first like shows up. Or no, I like the one where they figure out that Frank isn't their actual dad. And DeVito just freaking goes for it, and he has this big freak out. It's so good.
In the restaurant?
Yeah, in the restaurant, yeah. Love it. It's like, oh, I'm not making a scene. I'm sorry. My wife made me tricked me into raising two bastards for 30 years. She's like, Jesus, Frank, and he just goes, oh my God. So good.
The same episode, they meet their new dad, and they go, I want you to go jump the new dad. And Mac runs up, and he's like, and he just takes a picture of him, and it's like, you remember that part?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They go up to break his knees.
Oh yeah.
And they end up just taking a picture of him, just like, oh no, Charlie took a picture of him. Yeah, because Mac was going to hit him in the knees, and he ran off at the last second.
Yeah, no. Also, the one where their mom dies has one of my favorite. Just like the will reading is so hilarious. It's just like she's dead. It's like, and the lawyer is just like, okay, just to get this out of the way. Never talked to your mom. Never met your mom. Hell, I'm not talking to her right now because she's dead. And he's just like,
it's like, thanks for the house, bro. And it's like, no, I didn't know.
He's like, I didn't give it to you. It's in the will.
Any episode with him was good. When they were trying to sell merch was another good one that he was in. the trial
Mm-hmm.
where he was pretty much all the ones that the lawyer's in cracks me up. He's so funny. He's so serious, and they're all just like lunatics. Like, how about we go back and forth on bird law? He's like, what are you talking about? Like,
And they end up winning. You're just like, what? So stupid. And then like Charlie's uncle, who's an actual lawyer, shows up. You're like, what is this?
he's like, don't look at my hands. Don't look at my hands, though. Do my hands look big? Or they look small? Do my hands look small? Like, that whole bit cracks me up, man.
I also like what's another one I really like? When they're on the ship, the two-parter when they're on the ship.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that one's funny.
Every time I watch The Shield again, like I think of Dennis's God damn it, Dutch! Whatever errands you got us running for the DA! Like I think of that. I'm just like, oh god. It's so funny.
And they're just like, oh. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. They're so good.
I love
Such
It's
good.
Always Sunny.
It's one of those shows that doesn't matter what episode it is. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna get a good chuckle. I'm gonna get a good laugh on this one. Oh man.
Oh man.
Funny
yeah.
show. Funny show. But yeah, huge fan. So that's why I named myself the real Pepe Sylvia. You know, I was that for a little bit, and I was also on YouTube before I started my channel. I was the real Pepe Sylvia on YouTube. So if I commented,
But you did like deep dives in the It's Always Sunny or something?
no,
Or-
no, I was just commenting.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
I found. Yeah. So I would go through and just comment, and every 50 comments, someone would go, "Always Sunny." I go, "You know it." I'm like, but every other person, just I'm like, you don't know.
You don't know, it's Pepe Sylvia.
Oh.
That's a fun episode too when Charlie just goes freaking crazy doing the mail, which how does he know how to give all the mail if he can't read? But anyway, we'll get into that.
No, it looks important. That's what he said. If it looks important, he puts it here. If not, he writes it back to himself, and it comes back in a few days. It's
like his whole Pepe Sylvia rant, and then Mac just goes, "Okay, let me just stop you there. Not only do all of these people exist, but they've been demanding their mail for the last freaking 3 days. That's all they're talking about, dude." Oh,
everything's going to Pepe Sylvia, and then I go to Karen in HR, and I'm like, Karen, oh god,
so good.
oh, man.
I love
So
It's Always Sunny.
so
I haven't watched
funny.
it in a while, but I love It's Always. I even got my mom to watch it with me, and she really likes it too.
It's funny. Yeah, I try to get everyone to watch it. Mike, if you haven't seen it, just watch it. It's good. Just put on any episode. It doesn't matter. You don't need to know the backstory. If you want to know, start from the beginning. If not, just turn on an episode. And it's great. It's great.
I also like the gas crisis one, or or the one where they're trying to sell gas to people door to
It's
door.
the gas. Yeah. They stole all of Dee's money that she hid in her Candyland box.
Yeah.
And they bought gasoline and trash and big trash jugs, and it was it's so dumb. They're so stupid.
They're trying to sell it to people. It's because I cut the brakes. Wild card, bitches. It's like, oh my god. Oh man.
That one guy, they kept blowing up his car.
Poor guy, yeah. Oh yeah, and then Frank waterboards Dee for. He's like, yeah, your real dad made me fucking do all this stuff. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, fine, I am in with Bruce on this stuff. And then they're like, Frank, what the hell are you doing? He's like,
I'm waterboarding your sister, and she's admitted stuff she hasn't even done. And we're like, what?
It's like, good thinking, Frank. It's like, no.
Frank's the muscle. We need to bring Frank. It's like, no. Frank escalates everything. Oh, God.
It's like, then I brought my guns. No, I think that's another episode, though.
The gun episode was good. That was a good one.
So now I bought my guns. And it's like, oh my God. And I started blasting, but I can't see real good.
Thank goodness I had 2 of them.
I'm like, this man should never have guns, but he probably will just get them illegally.
Oh, man. So funny.
Oh,
So
I love it.
great
Always.
show. Great show. Great show.
So,
There,
oh wait, what were we gonna say?
I was gonna see if there was another show that you like.
Oh, well, it was kind of funny seeing, I can't pronounce the guy's name, but the guy who plays Mac and like created the show, he's in Lost for a couple episodes. So that's pretty funny seeing him. I'm like, hey, it's Mac.
I haven't seen Lost in a while. I didn't know he was in there. Like one of the people on the plane.
It was a brief, like he was one of the
brief.
others, but it was like a brief appearance.
The girl that plays Dee, Mac's wife,
Mhm.
her new show is pretty good. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but it was funny. I went down to Florida to watch the OU Texas game because my parents were down there, and I think D was actually one of the guest pickers for college football. So that was pretty funny. I'm like, it's Sweet D.
Shut up, D, you're a bird.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's yeah, no, poor D. Poor D. No, but it was funny seeing her on College Game Day because I was like, hey, it's D. I also like that they make D as crazy as everyone else. Like, I mean, I think her name's Caitlin Olsen. She can do shrill very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like another great episode is the hurricane one, and and Frank is showing her like looting, and she sees him doing it. She's like, "What are they talking about? What are we talking about?" He's like, Frank's trying to calm her down. I'm just like, good Lord, these people are they just cannot function in daily life at all. Maybe Dennis can, but he'll just go crazy too after a while.
Yeah. Oh man, so funny. Yeah, she's they said on one of the podcasts that she does her own stunts too. So all the ones where she's like running and hitting her head, it's actually her.
Oh wow.
She doesn't use a stunt person. So it's like it's impressive. And that's why they cut down the amount of time she smashed her head into things now in the later seasons. Because it's like she's got to the point of like, I'm tired of hitting my head. Like I can't get any more concussions.
Yeah, no, I mean CTA is a real thing, man.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No, but yeah. What other shows do I like? Well, I saw you. I know you mentioned Breaking Bad earlier. I love that show. Probably my favorite show of all time.
Mine too. I was talking about it recently about that show, and I think what makes that show so great is, unlike always, Breaking Bad is the complete opposite. He goes through such a roller coaster of like he is good in the beginning, and by the end he's like completely evil. So it's like you get to actually see the progression of this guy completely spiral out of control. Unlike other shows like that, like The Sopranos. I don't know if you watch Sopranos. Sopranos is one of those where it's like he was bad at the beginning and he just put him in different situations and then he reacts. But Breaking Bad, it's like he's actually like getting worse, and it's amazing. I love that show. It's so good.
Yeah, I have a Breaking Bad shirt. It's a little illustration of Walter that they had, which I'm like, Hank, how the hell did you not tell that was Walt? Aside, and don't say because of the writing, because I'm sick of that answer. But no.
And it looks just like him.
Yeah,
like it's literally like identical to him.
Yeah, did Hank just go like, "Hey, Walt, this guy looks just like you"? That's funny. No, I doubt he. I doubt he talked about his work with people though. Probably not.
Yeah, but you would think, because they all knew each other. Like everyone in this police department. Do you think someone would walk by that's not on the case going, "Why do you got a picture of your brother-in-law on the wall?"
Yeah,
like I feel like they would, like, is that your brother-in-law? And they were like, "Oh man, that is." And then it would have been like solved.
Yeah. But that's kind of one of the points of the show is like Walt is so like beneath notice. Like you don't know what he's capable of, you know, until like that's kind of the thing. Like everybody's like, oh yeah, Walter, whatever, and he's like, I'm this mastermind. Respect me. Say my name.
Say my name. Yeah. Oh
To
man, and then
that one guy where he's like, I guess you're Heisenberg. You're goddamn right.
oh,
Is like,
oh man, good show. Mm.
but yeah, it's really fun, like, just watch the first episode and then watch the last episode and you're like, holy crap, like,
Mhm.
man. Um Big well, I'm a big DC fan like you. I love Batman the animated series.
Mhm.
That was a big part of my childhood.
Have you seen the new one?
The
The
Cape
new one?
Crusader? No, I have
Yeah,
not, but I've seen like clips from it and it looks pretty fun.
yeah, yeah. It's on. When my kids get a little bit older, I'm gonna start watching it with them. But yeah, I grew up on the animated series. It was so good. Um, and then the new one's supposed to be decent. So I'm excited to jump into it when probably about a year or something when they're going to be good with watching that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, I like everything in that universe. I'm big. I like the Justice League. I like Batman
Mhm.
Beyond and Justice League Unlimited. Even Superman the animated series is a lot of fun. I
Mhm.
really enjoy that. Um, I do want to watch My Adventures with Superman at some point because I like Jack Quaid. I like The Boys. I don't know if you've seen The
Mhm.
Boys.
I've
Um,
seen the first season of The Boys. I just haven't got the opportunity to watch the remaining series or the remaining episodes. I hear it's fantastic though. I hear it's
it's
amazing.
very good.
I just
Yeah, it's very good. I really enjoy it. I like it. Um, it's a good show. What's another one I like? I mean, I don't know if you watch anime, but I'm a big Cowboy Bebop fan. It's one of my top 5 shows of all time.
oh wow. Yeah, I've obviously I don't really count it because I feel like everyone watched it. But growing up, I watched the Dragon Ball Z
Oh
kind of
yeah.
stuff. So I watched that.
I've watched the
And I think that was
abridged when I was in middle school, and it's a lot of fun. I really. Have you ever watched the Dragon Ball abridged?
I don't know which one I watched, if it was the original or the abridged. I'm not sure which
Oh,
one I went through and watched. But I remember watching those and liking it. But anime is just something I haven't jumped into. I keep hearing about One Piece. Hear One
oh
Piece
my
is
god,
fantastic. So I kind of want to go into it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but
man!
I'm not trying it out.
I've seen so many people talk about One Piece. Like I look at One Piece, I just get a migraine. Like at least with Berserk, like there's stuff that interests me. Like it's a dark
Mhm,
fantasy. This guy wielding around the sword. It took me a
mhm.
while to get to Berserk anyway, so maybe it'll be like that with One Piece. But
Yeah, Berserk's on my list too. I hear it's good, and then they got that. Isn't there a book also that's connected to it also? Berserk.
Berserk, I have no idea. I've only just read the
Yeah,
manga.
I think there's a book related to it if I'm not mistaken. Because Berserk's the one with Keanu Reeves, right? He helped. Or am I thinking of something else?
Oh, that's a book called Berserker. Um,
Berserker. Okay.
yeah. Um, no. But Berserk is a manga.
Okay.
No. I'm really bad at key. Well, and this is gonna sound really. I always say this, but it's gonna sound kind of dumb coming from someone who reads like superhero comics, but I think a lot of anime is pretty silly. um, I mean, but there are some anime and manga I've read that have kind of softened me a bit. Like I read Death Note when I was in middle school, and I really liked that a lot.
Hmm.
I read Monster a few years ago, which is fantastic. I really enjoyed that series.
Hmm.
Um, and Pluto, which is by the same guy, which is a lot of fun too. So, and I watched the anime adaptations; they're very good as well. So, I
Hmm.
mean, it's yeah, I try not to dismiss things anymore, but there's still a lot of anime. I'm like, it looks really silly. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. That's
bro, you
kind of.
gotta like watch like a couple episodes and or get to episode like 50. I'm like, dude, like come on, like I don't have that much time.
That sounds just like my brother-in-law. He does that. He's every time I see him, he goes, "Did you watch this whatever show?" And I go, "No, man. Like, I'm not watching 100 episodes to get into the show. Like, I can't." I can't. Just watch the first 100, man. You will love it. 101, it hits. I'm like, can I just start on 101? It's like, no. You need the backstory. I'm like, I can't. I don't have 47
Is
hours
this
to
about
watch.
anime?
Yeah,
Oh
anime.
my
It's an
god.
anime show. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm like, I
god.
can't, man. Like, I can't even. I don't remember the name of it. It's just like every time I see him now, he's like, "Did you want?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna. No, pick something else. I need something with less episodes." Like I mentioned, I can watch I plan on watching the Penguin because it's not like 100 hours that I have to go through and watch. I was like, I don't have that time.
Yeah,
I don't.
Penguin's
I don't have
great. I probably wouldn't watch it with your kids around 'cause it's a very dark show, but
it. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's kind of the reason I'm stuck. I'm so behind on watching anything because it's like I can't
because I know
with
you
these
mentioned you have
kids.
kids. I'm like, yeah, probably don't if they're small, don't watch. Don't you probably shouldn't watch the Penguin around them. They're probably gonna be like,
Yeah.
why is he
I'll
murdering
traumatize
people?
them. Yeah, be all traumatized. So yeah, I try to stick with. That's why we're gonna end up watching the new Sonic movie instead of Nosferatu because I'm not trying to
Oh
traumatize the kid.
God, yeah. I mean, jeez,
Oh, so excited, so excited. There's
y-
gonna be a group of us going, so it's gonna be movie theater full of kids watching Sonic 3.
yeah. I watched Deadpool and Wolverine in the theaters, and there was someone
What
who brought their kid in there, and I'm like, what are you doing? No.
what what do you think of that movie? Because I feel like I have an unpopular opinion on that movie.
Yeah, I'm kind of baffled with the people who liked it because like I'm just like this just feels like a
Fanfare. Didn't it feel
yeah,
like fanfare? Like
or no,
there
it
was
just kind of felt like they were just throwing a bunch of weird ideas at the wall and seeing what worked. I'm just like,
Mhm.
what is this?
Yeah.
And it kind of sucked because I like Hugh Jackman as it would have been awesome to see like a proper Wolverine Deadpool movie with like a coherent plot. It just didn't gel with me. I'll say that.
Yep, I'm in the same boat. Yeah, I went with a few people and everyone loved it. Everyone, when I walked out, they were like, "This was the best movie. It's exactly what I wanted." And I'm like, "I guess. I get. I can see there was some parts that I thought were pretty cool. Like the Deadpool court was cool. Seeing Hugh Jackman actually have the mask, that was pretty cool. But outside of those, I wasn't. The story wasn't great. I wasn't a fan of the story. I didn't think it was good. I,
Also
you know.
sucks what they did to Cassandra Nova. Like
Mhm.
she's one of the like scariest, biggest, baddest X-Men villains, and just to kind of
Mhm.
though they did play with that a little bit with the weird, with her kind of being in the dude's mind. They did do that a little bit, but
Yeah.
it it's just kind of disappointing.
Mhm.
I mean, the only thing I'm looking forward to in the MCU is Fantastic Four because I have a soft spot for Fantastic Four. Some of the first comics I read growing up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That last one was it 2008 Fantastic Four? Was that when it came out? The
I don't
last
know.
It was so bad. The newest, whatever the newest one came out. It was so terrible. Terrible. So I'm optimistic. I'm trying to be optimistic that it's not going to suck when they finally pull out the new Fantastic Four
I
with
mean, my thought process is it can't be as bad as Fant Four Stick. Like it
was
can't
that
be. If it is,
hmm
I'm just gonna cry in my bedroom and realize we're never gonna get a good Fantastic Four film.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very cautious on Fantastic Four. So I don't know. I love it. I love Fantastic Four, but maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens if they can pull it out. Because Pedro Pascal is good. I'm a huge fan. So I feel like
Liked him on
he
like Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones, he was good. I thought he was good in The Last of Us. I thought
Oh, I didn't watch it because I was just like, God, why are they freaking making this into a show? Like, it's just no video game. Or well, I don't know if you've played the. You say you haven't
yeah, I
played
played the
video.
game. I played the first one. I
Oh,
played the
okay.
first one.
I'm like, the first game is fine what it is. Like, why are you doing this as a show? Just stop it. But
Well, I was happy with it with the overall show, and it was nice to because my wife doesn't play video games, and I can't get her to be like, "You need to watch this. This is like just the intro to this is so much fun." So the getting her to watch the show was good, and then Game of Thrones, that took me forever and a year to get her to watch that because she's not a fantasy person. If there's a mention of a dragon, she goes, "I'm out. No, no, I'm good. I'm good." So getting her to sit down and watch Game of Thrones was good, and then it was great. And then the last few seasons, specifically
Oh
the last
God.
one, crapped the bed, and I was so frustrated. I was like,
Oh
man,
man, I was so pissed at those. Oh man, I still remember where I was when Game of Thrones ended. Like it was just, I was so mad.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think I have a theory. George is not. He's close to finishing the newest book. I don't think it's ever going to come out. I don't think there's going to be two more. I know he keeps saying it's going to happen. I don't feel like it's ever going to happen because it's been like 50 years between Dances with Dragons.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. I
Yeah.
don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, no, it's let me see. Yeah, no, I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't want to think
So,
about that. It hurts my brain too. It hurts my heart and my brain too much, to be honest with you. Think about Game of Thrones.
the fact that he's not going to finish it, or the fact that the show sucked.
The fact that the show just completely fumbled the ending, and also the fact that he might not finish it. So
So a little column A, little column B. I
yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. I tried going through and reading the prequel books, and I just couldn't get into it. Did you end up reading the
You mean like
the
Fire and Blood?
Fire and Blood? Yeah, yeah.
I did read that when I was in high school. The first like half of it I really liked. And then the second half I was like, what the hell? Or well, it wasn't bad. It was just really dry. I was just like, okay. Look, I'm a guy who will crack open a history book for fun, you know. So I'm not like against reading history books, but it was just like it got like the first bit, like with the Aegon's conquest and all that, was pretty fun to read, and then it's just like, oh man, this is super dry.
Yep. That's exactly how I felt.
Can we get another Game of Thrones book, please? Like that's what I was thinking when I was reading that. It's like, God.
Yeah. Yeah. I need him to stop doing other stuff. Because every time I turn around, he's like, and now he's doing this. I'm like, dude, just sit down and write your book. I know you know how it's going to finish. I know you know. Just finish it. Just do it. But I think since the show bombed, I think he's now like, maybe I need to make sure it's perfect. Because if not, my legacy is going to be I shit the bed. So I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like it's going to be one of those that we just got to imagine how it's going to end. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, but it's just, yeah, no, I mean, it's, anyway, you know, what are you, what else are you planning to do in what are you planning on reading in 2025, or have you really thought about it? Or wait, did we already talk about that earlier?
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, I'm going to read some Durfee. So I'm going to read some Durfee.
Yeah, so. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm recovering from an
man.
illness, so.
No, you're good.
Show me some grace there.
Yeah, you're good, man. Well, my mic's keeps going in and out, so I can't have too much to say. You know, it's been just like doing its own thing. So I don't know what's going on with it, but we've been good. So it's starting to get dark here. So it's like the mic's like, all right, well, I guess I'll be good.
Yeah, it's just like that SpongeBob. I don't really feel like it. You know? No.
But yeah, I plan on reading some Durfee. Have you read any of his books? The Five Warrior Angels?
No, but I would like to at some point. But like, I feel like that's when I have to like clear my schedule to read. You know, be like, okay, this is gonna happen.
Yeah,
but I would like to at some point. He was actually the one who finally like got me to like be like just basically knocked all the excuses out. And I'm like, okay, he's just bullshitting on his phone, talking about books. If he could do that, I guess I can too. Now we
Yep,
have the $1 million enterprise that is Samoki, dude.
yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. He was one of the first ones. Him and Mike's book review, and were the two that I started with when I stumbled upon BookTube. And honestly, I was an idiot and didn't know what BookTube was, so I thought it was something different from YouTube. So I was trying to find this BookTube thing and couldn't find it. And finally, I was like, "Oh, that's what they call their section. Okay, cool." And then that's how I started finding some people.
It clicked for you.
Yeah, and then it clicked.
That's good. That's good. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
No, I think Daniel Green was the first one I found because I'm a big sci-fi nut. So he used to cover like old sci-fi back in the day, and then he blew up and became Daniel
The
Green.
Goblin. Yeah.
So yeah, I read all over the place. So those books back there I showed you earlier, I'm probably gonna read sometime in 2025. Yeah, I'm gonna start Malazan and Discworld. I'm gonna read some pre-Tolkien fantasy. Actually, that's a new little challenge I'm gonna do for myself. So Blood in the Mist, I showed you that earlier. I'll pull it out. This book, I kind of wish the copy I got didn't have such small font, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers.
Right.
Hope my dad isn't watching this. I do appreciate the gift, but anyway, or isn't listening in. Thanks, Dad. But yeah, no, I got this. I'm hoping to read it. I have another book called The King of Elfland's Daughter. I'm hoping to read. And let me just pull it out. Now, keep in mind, these are 3 books. So don't be like, holy crap, Britton, you're going to read all that? Yeah, this, Gormenghast, which technically is pre-Tolkien. It was written in the 40s. Tolkien didn't do Lord of the Rings till like the 50s. So there you go. I'm going to read that. I was going to read the first book this year, but stuff kept getting in the way. And Gormenghast seems like one of those series, kind of like, I need to clear my schedule, but we'll see. There's a couple other books I'd like to read. I'm hoping to read, speaking of, hopefully what I'm going to read after I finish Absolution, I'm hoping to read Sledge versus the Labyrinth.
Dude,
from my friend,
so good.
Nick Horvath.
So good, man. So good. I read it in a day and a half.
Wow.
A day and a half. So I ran through it. It was so good. It was so good. It's literally an 80s movie in a book. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I've heard it be compared to like Conan and Reacher. Did you watch the Reacher show?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that first season was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. I started watching the second season, but I just kind of dropped off because I had other things I was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard it be compared to like Reacher and what else? It sounded cool. I'm like, there's not really a lot of like indie crime books out there. I mean, I'm sure they exist, but I don't know where they are. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. And also, I kind of like the whole underground assassin thing, like John Wick. So that could be fun.
Yeah. It's the John Wick assassin with a guy. Honestly, he's more badass than Reacher because I read I'm caught up on all the Reacher books.
Oh wow, damn, that's possible.
That was my goal for this past year, and I finished them all. Somehow I got through those. I was like, we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna read the newest one in a few weeks. But yeah, no, he's more tough than Reacher, but he definitely is a beast. He's a beast. It's so much fun. I'm excited for more. I was talking with Nick about what his upcoming plans were for the series, and I'm hyped. He's gonna do a continuation. He's gonna do a prequel where you can kind of see his training of how he became who he is, which I'm always a fan of those. I think those are fun. So that should be a good one. You should enjoy
I remember him telling me like he wants to do kind of like a 12 Labors of Hercules kind of story with Sledge, which I'm like, ooh, that could be fun. Because like, while I'm more of a Norse fan, I do like that story in Greek mythology, the 12 Labors of Hercules. I enjoy that a bit.
So if you're a Norse fan, you should definitely go through and read Gregory Amato's series. So I actually I interviewed him on the channel.
Oh, well,
He's my first one, Bird and the Bear.
oh,
Fantastic. So the Spear of the Gods, and Greg's awesome. Like you could definitely pretty easily get him on your podcast after you read the first book. So he has a prequel. He has first and then his second book, and then his third one I think's coming out in 2025. So he is
okay. I will add
very
this.
into the Norse mythology. So
Okay, I will add these to my list here.
yeah, he's
My
good, man.
my Goodreads anyway. I'll add them to my
Yeah.
Goodreads. Oh, what else am I gonna read? Oh man, I wish I had my thing up. I don't.
Yeah, I got. So, how many books do you normally read per year? Now, before, I don't know. How much do you read now? Because what I read now is a lot less than what I did.
I have read 48 books so far this year. Last year I read like 85. So I mean, it really depends on like how busy I am during the year. So or just how I'm feeling. Like in 2020 when COVID hit, you would think, oh, more time for reading. No, I got really freaking depressed all of a sudden, and I just couldn't read for a while. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. That's actually COVID has actually got what got me back into reading. So I wasn't a reader until COVID. So
Huh.
it was like I had nothing else to do, and I was like, nothing's on TV, everything sucks. I'm stuck in the house. I guess I'll start this reading thing that seems to be popular. So I picked up a book and been a fan since.
Oh wow, really? Oh okay, interesting. That's
Yeah.
no yeah. I see you've read a couple of other things. I saw you did read Sledge versus the Labyrinth. I was going to ask you about that. I mean, I actually had Nick on my show a while back. He's a really interesting guy. Like he's done a lot of interesting things. Like he played basketball.
Mhm.
He's like a math teacher or something. Like he's like a physics teacher.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like he really likes, he likes a lot of like pulp stuff, which is fun because, So I think I'll enjoy Sledge versus the Labyrinth when I get to it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth
Seems
it.
like a
And
good
again,
winter read too, which is why I'm reading it in January.
yeah. Yeah. It definitely there's a good winter feel, with it. So that one was good. And then the most recent one that I did a video on that I thought was fantastic was Aaron Payne's book, Into
Mm.
Oblivion. That
Hmm.
one was real like I'm not a big cyberpunk fan.
Oh, I'm not
So
either.
I went into it like I just keep hearing things. I'll try this out. And I really enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, you got me. I'm in this world. Let's continue the story. So that was a good one. And then
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
read
try. Been trying to dip my toes more into indie as of late. Like I read I read the Edan trilogy, which is right there. I
Mhm.
think you could see him right there. I read those this year, which were really good. I enjoyed them a lot. What else did I read? I read Thrice by my friend Andrew Meredith, which was pretty good, though I read it on my phone, so that kind of discombobulated me a little bit. But it was a very good story. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh, what other indie did I read? Oh, I read my friend Joe's books. If you like superheroes, and can get over the fact that it's in prose, it's The Hybrid Helix by J.C.M. Byrne, that's a lot of
Ye-
fun.
yeah, yeah. I've seen I think I bought the first one. I just haven't read it yet. I think I bought it.
Um,
I think what got me convinced to go through and buy it, someone told me Space Bears or something. And I think
oh yeah,
that's
there are
that book.
space bears.
Yeah.
Yes.
They said Space Bears, and I was like, oh, okay, you got me. I'll buy
No,
the
hold
first
on.
one.
Russian space bears.
Russian Space Bears. So it was like, all right, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to at least buy it. So
Um.
once I get around to it.
Yeah. No. They're a lot of fun, but they're also like really well done. I was like, I gotta get it to you, Joe. You done good here. He's like, thanks. Like like it's really hard because I don't want it to sound like a backhanded compliment. Like I'm in like I just like I thought it was gonna be like a fun read, and it is a fun read, but it's also like it's really well put together. I really like the world building in it is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if you're a fan of like Invincible, I mean, you'll
Mm-hmm.
dig it.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely. It's all. There's a lot of indie books now. I read some indie before I got started the BookTube channel.
Be right back real
But
quick.
since yeah,
Just continue what you're saying. Sorry, my nose was running.
no, you're good, man. Um, so I didn't start reading indie books until I got on BookTube, and then once I got on, it's like the floodgates opened, and like people have been reaching out, and I've been hearing from other BookTube people of like, oh, check this one out, check this one out. So I have a big laundry list of books, of indie books I need to go through and read. It's a lot of time, to go through and actually sit down. And I don't like just reading the same kind of stuff. I think
Same.
I mentioned I think I mentioned I'm a mood reader.
Uh-huh.
So it's like I make a plan, and there's like a 60% chance I'll actually stick with the plan, because it's like I got to be in the right headspace, and I don't like keep reading the same stuff. I don't want to just constantly read science fiction fantasy. I'm like, I throw in a thriller, throw in some biographies in there for me, some nonfictions. So I try to mix all kind of stuff up. Business books, because I try to read stuff that's my career as well. So I do all kind of stuff like that.
Wait,
So I'm all over the place.
what do you do as a career?
I am a project manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said you read something from your career. I'm like, what, like you work for the FBI or something?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no. So like business books, I go through and read business books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's
Sounds
leadership
very dry.
Yeah, it can be, but some of them are pretty good. I got a few behind me that are very good for like leading people and understanding dynamics and all that kind of fun corporate stuff that I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way because I remember when I started this channel, I'm like, there's some books that I like that not a lot of people are covering that I would like to talk about. So yeah, that was another good drive for me to start this BookTube thing. And it's worked out very well for me so far. Hope it keeps.
You're killing it, man. You're killing it. You're like doing very well. Very well. Yeah, I can't. I was trying to think before our conversation how I found you. Because I've been following you for a while. It's just I can't recall what video it was, but it been around since the Pepe Sylvia days. I've been going through and watching your stuff. So
That's awesome. Yeah, man. Pepe Sylvia, I'm like, hey, it's Always Sunny.
Yeah. So did you jump in from doing a podcast first, or did you jump in doing the
it's been a journey first? Like I did like slightly booktube / just whatever the hell I wanted. So I did a couple of book reviews, comic reviews. I even reviewed some music because I like music as well, and even movies. A lot of those sucked, so I got rid of them. It took a while, but I got rid of them because I thought they sucked. So then I kind of spent time doing podcasts. So I did a movie podcast with a friend of mine, which I would like to bring back, but we'll see what happens because, BookTube's really blown up a little bit. Well, I still have like 500 subscribers, but I've kind of, been kind of rolling with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and I started Britton's Hangout Hour, and that was actually before I did BookTube. And then I started BookTube, and then I'm like, okay, I have more potential for guests now. So, now Britton's Hangout Hour has been rolling.
Nice.
Then like 2023 is when I finally was like, okay, you know what? And people were telling me, they're like, Britton, you have all these opinions, you should do a BookTube channel. I'm like, no, like I don't like speaking, and I made up all these excuses. And then again, I saw like Brian Lee Durfee doing it, and I'm like, I guess I'll do it. So I did it, and people like it. I don't know why, but they like it. And
I think
here I am now.
I think it's the authenticity, man. I think it's you're not playing a character, you're being you. And I think that's why I enjoy watching your stuff, because it's just like, it's you. You know,
I try, I mean, I could do like, like wacky shenanigans on the channel, but like, I don't know, would people watch that? Maybe, but yeah, but I'll talk about books like The Vor or The Amazing Cavalier and Clay, and people will be like, "What the hell is that?" But people like it, so it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I just kind of it gives me like I've said it before. I'm kind of content to become like a cult channel.
I I think that's good. Yeah, I try to go through and watch some. There's some people I start watching, and then it seems like they're trying very hard for it to blow up. You know what I mean? Like they're like,
Well, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
no,
that's.
like,
I mean, I want people. That's the thing. Like, I want people to watch these. Like, I work
yeah,
on them. Like.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just I'm not looking for this to be, oh, I'm not going to work anymore kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah, no.
And there's some people that not, I'm just not booktube talking people in general on YouTube. I see them try, like a lot of the movie people I go through and watch. I'm like, guys, like just have fun, just have fun with it because you're trying too hard with the video reviews. I'm like, I don't need this movie review to be all over the place. Just chill a little bit. But you know, people's different opinions and what's going on in their life, I guess, is what they want to go through and focus on. I don't see this ever being a career. I don't ever see this being like, oh look, I got tens of thousands of people. I don't see that
Same.
ever.
I mean, I feel like if it became like a career for me, I mean, it would be pretty awesome. I get to sit here and do this, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like it might take the fun out of it because I do this for a hobby.
Hmm.
Not really like
Yeah,
it's not really like a career.
yeah. I enjoy reading for the
Yeah.
reading. I don't want to be like, oh man, I have to put out a video. It's like I don't want to do that. Once
Yeah.
it gets to that point where I'm like, oh, I got to do this, I'm done. And that's what it's. I decided. Just like when I get to that moment, I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm like, why does Josh not put out videos anymore? It's like he got to that point. He's done. Like you're not gonna see a goodbye video. It's gonna be done. It's gonna just disappear.
No, I'm also trying to jump into comics again this year because my comic reading's been kind of slacking. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be bouncing around as I do.
Yeah, man. I hear you. Now there's a few comics. Like I've been out of comics for a while. I think the last set of comics I went through and read religiously was the New 52. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that was the last time. That was a long time ago. Um, so I jump in here and there when I hear someone say, "Hey, this is a really good story. It's finished. Read it." I'll go through and read it.
uh-huh.
But going through and be like, I need to read every single issue that comes out. The New 52 was the last one, and that disappointed me. So not ready to get burned again.
Yeah, I've been so bad at like I'm just bad at keeping up with current releases. Like the most current release I got was like The Great Win by Alan Moore, which came out like in November. So I got that, and that's it. Like
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be like, like I might get The Devils next year because I really like Joe Abercrombie,
Mhm.
but like that's it. Like most of the books I read are like stuff that's already came out. For a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought about jumping on the new bandwagon for the Wind and Truth coming out.
Oh man.
Glad I didn't. Glad I did not because the reviews have been not great.
I was
But
about
I
to say
got
it's
all the
been
way.
very mixed at best. Like it's been something.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to halfway through Words of Radiance and I had to take a break. I was like, it's good, but it's long, man. Those books are just they're hefty. And I like quicker stories. Give me a good quick story. Some, world building's great, but like I'm like, all right, let's get the ball rolling a little bit. So I kind of fell off the Sanderson train. I might get back on and
Well, I haven't
this year.
even I haven't even jumped on the Sanderson train yet because like I don't know. I've never really been attracted to his brand of fantasy. I mean, I
Mhm.
respect the guy. I think he's really pushing like not only fantasy forward, but like kind of he's pushing publishing forward. He's showing like
Mhm.
there's different ways you can do it. So I respect that, but I don't know. It's just like his ideas on magic, like it's kind of interesting because I'm a big like world building and lore nut. Like I like that stuff in
Hmm.
books. And he talks a lot about that in like his YouTube and his like lectures and stuff. But like I don't really like his views on magic. He just makes it another form of science, as far as I'm
Hmm.
concerned, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's never really grabbed me yet. Like maybe someday I'll read a Sanderson just to kind of see what the fuss is about, but
Hmm.
I'm not in any rush to do so.
Yeah, it's fun. I get why people like him. I get it. But he's not for me, a must buy. Like, oh, a new Sanderson book's coming out, I have to get this and drop everything. He's not. It's not that for me. Abercrombie is. I'm when Devils comes out, it doesn't matter what I'm reading. That book comes in, everything else falls to the wayside, and I'm getting that book.
That is fair. I'm definitely gonna pick that up. I'm like, oh, so
Mhm.
it's kind of like the Suicide Squad with a group of like Universal monsters. Oh hell
Yeah,
yes, please, I will
right.
read that. You know,
Yes. I tried everything under the sun to get an art copy outside of driving to his house. I tried everything. So like I tried it. I emailed everybody. I was like, I need a copy. What do I have to do? I was like, I'll name my third kid Joe. Like, come on now.
that's fun. No, but yeah, I want to read the Devils when it comes out
Yeah.
because I like Joe Abercrombie. I've only read the first Law trilogy and Best Served Cold. So
You're missing out, man.
I know I need to get back
Heroes.
in it, but I was Abercrombie'd out after I read Best Served Cold, so I was just kind of like, all right, I'll
I
put this down for a little bit and I'll get back to it.
I get that. Age of Madness was fantastic. And Heroes. Heroes is one of my favorites. So yeah, you definitely need to jump on that train. And then aren't they coming out with a movie for his
Yeah, I'm
stuff?
doing Best Served Cold as a movie,
Oh,
which
okay.
like okay, that's a choice, but I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it could work because I mean, you could read Best Served Cold as a standalone if you wanted.
Yeah.
Though there are some stuff where if you're like if you've read the other books, you're like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. It's not like, I freaking hate it when people go, you gotta wait till book 4 and then it gets really, really good. And you're like, dude.
I I feel like you're calling out a book series. It's funny when you said that. The first book that came to my head was the Dresden Files.
Oh,
Because that
I wasn't thinking of that, but it's funny because I talked with John from Talking Story a while back, and he kind of said that. He's like, yeah, wait till book 4 of Dresden.
Dresden
I'm like,
Files.
damn it, dude. Like, oh, like I want to just he's like, are the first 3 any good? And he's just like, I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was rough. It was rough. But it was good. I'm all caught up on them, and it was one of those where I read the first one. I was like, this sucks. Why is everyone like this book? And then I read the second one. I was like, this is still terrible. I was like, why am I keep reading this?
I'll
But
try and find a loophole. Be like, okay, so if I read book 4 first, like, will I be confused? Maybe, I don't know.
I think what you just need to do is just watch a few review videos, like spoiler review videos. I know someone has something out there. Just watch a few of those and write a few notes down and then start book 4. Just skip it. Just skip it. You'll be good.
All right, yeah, right. It's. I'll take it. I'll take it where I'll
Yeah.
take them where I leave them. Oh man, like I was just spitballing that. I wasn't really thinking of Dresden, but that's funny you brought that up because yeah, there's been some people who've told me that. I'm like, really? Like, come on. Like, I don't want to. It's like, so what? Is this like so like? Why read these 3 books then? Like, if
Right. Right. Exactly. No,
like I've heard
exactly.
people say that was why I was hesitant to read Malazan for so long because like there was one guy dead ass who was just like, okay, so there's like a character who's like a minor player in book 1, but he becomes really important in like book 3. I'm like, I don't freaking care about that. Like, why is the first one good? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, okay. It took enough harassment from friends of mine. I'm like, fine, I will read Malazan. Leave me alone.
See, I have tried to read Malazan twice now. And I don't want, I get it. I might not be this, it just might be me. I might just be dumb, but I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm going to try one more time. I still own it. It's still sitting here on the shelf. So maybe I will try it for a third time. Maybe, I don't know. It's just, I tried it. I get halfway through the book and then I'm just like, I can't with it. It makes no sense. I don't want to have to take notes because I have to for a book. I don't want to be like, wait, let me go back.
Yeah, there have been people who've been annotating recently, and I'm like, good for you. I don't do that, but
yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm not against annotating. If you want to annotate, freaking go annotate. Go to town. I'm not telling you to don't annotate. I just don't annotate because that was a lot of annotate in a sentence. I'm sorry, but no,
if I sometimes I take notes. Like if I read like 4 books at once.
I read
sometimes
2.
I go through. Yeah, I'm one of those people. So I go through and I might write some notes down. Like, okay, what happened in these 5 chapters I read? Oh yeah, Britton did this. And it's like, okay, just so I remember when I open the book back up, like, okay, what happened? Oh yeah, okay, Britton did this. And then I can jump back into the story. But it's nothing crazy where it's like, you know, all these crazy notes I see people doing for their books. I'm not that cool yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah, no, it's oh man, yeah, I mean, it's just like it's 10 books, and I generally like to stick with like trilogies or, you know, if a long series, it has to be something like Game of Thrones that just hooks you from the beginning, you know. I don't generally like. I haven't read Wheel of Time, and to be honest, I kind of don't want to read Wheel of Time because, like, even the fans will acknowledge like there's 3 books that are just the slog, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do that. To be honest with you, but you know, I'm reading Malazan because a lot of people tell me it's good, and we'll see. I have close friends. It's one of those weird books that like. I don't think there can be one that'll. I haven't read a lot of mixed reviews on Malazan. It seems like one of those books either you really love it or you just absolutely detest it. You know, there's no middle ground here.
Yep. Yeah. Speaking of Wheel of Time, I read the first book with that one, and I said not worth 11 more. I said it was good. I get why people like it, but I can't commit the time. I gave you one book. I gave you one. I like it for what it is, and in my mind, it's one book, and then I'm done. So we're good.
We're good. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, oh man, you get suckered in if you're not careful, you know. No, but like the thing is, like I think it could be interesting seeing Malazan for, you know, it's not necessarily in the Tolkien model of epic fantasy, which could be interesting. I haven't read a lot of those. And I'm curious to see what the fuss is about as well. So I guess I'm at least going to do Gardens of the Moon. I make no promises on if I'll do any more, but people are like, "Oh man, you should continue on with the series." I'm like, "Well, hope I like it then." There are people.
I hear good things, but I'm not going to go through and commit more time than what I feel it's worth. You know, like I'll give you book 1. I do my best to at least finish book 1, a big series.
Yeah, it's I mean, I'll put it this way: I read Black Leopard, Red Wolf, which can be a pretty difficult book to read. So, you know what? Maybe Malazan won't be that bad. That's my logic at this point that I've made for myself. You know.
Well, I hope it works for you, man. I hope you enjoy it, and you're like, man, this is the best series ever, and it's not not a dud.
Yeah, no, I hate that. I'm really. Discworld seems a bit more digestible, so I'm looking forward to that. Because, oh man, I was kind of hesitant to read it for a while because I had read a couple of reviews that just kind of made it sound like it was a bunch of like dumb fantasy jokes, and I'm like, okay, like, yeah, whatever. And then like there's people who I know on YouTube who've just like Pratchett changed their lives. Like it's like a revelatory experience, and I'm like, okay. And then I heard someone talk about guards, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like one I would enjoy reasonably.
Mhm.
So I and there are a couple of like quotes from Terry Pratchett. I'm like, okay, Terry, I see you cooking. Okay, you got some. Okay, I see you. And I'm like, all right, maybe this Discworld thing, maybe it might be good. We'll see. Then again, one of the friends of mine, I read a bad review from Discworld, didn't like the first law, and I ended up loving the first law. So, what the
Who
hell?
knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, what took me forever to get into Discord is I kept asking people, where do I start? And I
Yeah.
couldn't get a consensus across anyone. They're like, no, start here. No, start here. And I'm like, I need you all to figure out where newbies are supposed to jump in. Don't just like give me 5 different books to go through. So
I had like
I
2 or 3 people telling me like guards, Color of Magic, the Witches one. I think that's going postal.
Mhm.
And like Mort maybe. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to go with guards because it actually sounds like something I might enjoy because it's about a bunch of soldiers,
Mhm.
and like detectives and whatnot. So it sounds like something I'd like. So I'll just do that, and
Yeah.
and I'll just do that. And if I like it, great.
Mhm.
That's another one kind of like Malzahn. I'm like, if I like it, I'll keep going. If I don't, I'll take a break from it.
Mhm. Yeah. 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 I want to jump back in. It's the same thing. Like, have you read American Gods?
Yes, it's my favorite fantasy novel of all time, as a matter of fact.
So I read it a few years ago. Now, again, I just started reading during COVID.
I don't know if
So,
that's the first one I would jump in with gaming, but that's a choice.
well, I did. I
It's
did.
a choice.
And
My
it
friend
was
D did it, and she liked
it,
it a lot. So
it was good.
it's not
It was
.
it was good, but I didn't feel the passion that everyone else I talked with was like, what do you mean you didn't like I love this book? I'm like, it was good. So I feel like I need to go back to give it a second try. You know.
I've met people who don't like American Gods, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It does meander a bit,
Hmm.
but I love it. No, yeah, no, it's I really it's also Norse guy, so they play with Norse gods in that one,
Hmm.
which I like.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm definitely not biased at all when talking about it. Um, no, it's just oh, what else? What else? I mean, yeah, that's kind of the big fantasy aside from like Gormenghast. Gormenghast is like a cult following more than like a like if I talk about Gormenghast, a lot of people are probably gonna be like, what the hell is that? Like, it's a castle? Oh, okay, all right, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm hoping to read the whole trilogy this year. I hear it's not one that you rush through, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be like Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell and take me like 3 months to get through it, 4 months. We'll see.
Well, hopefully it's good, man. Hopefully it's good.
I
Have
hope
you
so.
I'm trying to finish a series, Repairman Jack. Have you gone through and
I think I've
heard
heard
of
of
that?
this. Doesn't
So it's
Brian? Have you watched BellTube? I think BellTube likes that.
L2. Hmm. Yep.
I think
Yeah.
BellTube likes it. I'm not sure.
I think so. I think I've heard him talk about it. I can't remember who I
Someone likes
watched.
Repairman Jack. I don't remember who it is, but
Someone was talking about it. I said, all right, I'll pick up the first one. And I read the first one a few months ago, and I was like, oh, okay. It is a better version of Dresden Files. Okay, cool.
might
So
piss
I
off the Dresden fans with
yeah,
a comment
oh
like
man, they're
that.
gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. Listen, I'm all caught up with Dresden. I read all 18 books. All right. Just the
So
first few
you can
suck.
talk shit. I
Yeah.
hear you.
The first few suck, so deal with it. Like but Repairman Jack's good. It's like a thriller with magic. And it's fantastic. So I'm on like book 5. So I ended up buying them all. So I'm on book 5 and gonna jump on that one. So I plan on finishing that one next year. I hear it's fantastic. So I hear it keeps getting better, and it has been getting better and better with the series. So it's fun.
I'm really
It's
bad at
fun.
keeping up with those like long running series. Like It's a struggle I have with like crime fiction as well, because like they'll just
Mhm.
sprawl out unless you're like Dennis Lehane, who's like, okay, here's 6 books, have fun. I ended it at 6, so no
Well,
more.
and that's what I like about this because it's done. There's
Yeah.
no more coming. So I'm like, all right, I'll jump in.
Which I know Dresden's kind of riffing from kind of those very long running,
Mhm.
kind of like Spencer or what else is a long running crime saga? I can't think of one at the moment. Yeah.
They got Harry Bosch. You
Oh,
have
Harry Bosch. Yeah, I forgot
Harry
about
Bosch.
him.
That one's like 47,000 books. I think he's up to now.
Um, I mean, I don't know. What? Oh God, what else? Well, I mean, I
Ja-
like what else? What else? What else? Well, I mean, Spencer. I don't know if you
Yeah,
ever read Spencer. I've not read it, but I know it's very long, and
yeah.
I have
No,
friends who like it.
I haven't read it. I can't. It's the same thing with shows.
Or like
If it,
Travis McGee. Have you ever read
Mhm.
Travis McGee?
I've not, but I hear it. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot.
My friend Joseph really likes Travis McGee. I want to try him at some point, but they're freaking long, man. This is so
Well, and
long.
I can't. I need shorter series. Like duologies are great. Trilogies are
Well,
even
if you're a
better.
fan of crime, there is the Kinsey and Gennaro series. It's only 6 books, so
Okay.
that's doable. And it's
Okay.
done, as far as I know.
That's what I
Unless
like to hear.
Dennis Lehane decides, I'm going to write another one for whatever reason. I don't think so, because Moonlight Miles seemed like that's it. That's the end.
Yeah. Those are
But,
good. I can do 6. I can commit to 6. Definitely if they're not like thousands of pages. If they're 300 plus pages, it's
yeah,
like,
they're
all
like
right,
they're like 300, 400 something pages. They're not long.
that's not bad. I can do that. I can commit
No,
to 6.
yeah. What's another long running? I can't think of any at the moment. There's like
Um,
Ed McBain who has like 40 something books. I'm like, geez, man, like how do you freaking do that? Oh God.
well, the Reacher series, I think I'm
Oh yeah,
on.
Reacher. Forgot
It's
about Reacher. Yeah,
Reacher.
Reacher's like
So
20 something.
it's on 27 or 28 is the newest one coming out, and they're good. Some of them are really good, but there's too many of them that I'm reading. I'm like, this is bad, but I committed that I'm going to finish the series because
Good
it's
old
like,
sunk cost fallacy. I love it.
well, I got like, there's a few of us that were going through and we all committed we were going to read the series at the same time. And I'm like, man, it's just killing me. And they're like, just keep going. Just keep going. We'll get there. So I committed. So I'm going
I
to read
kind of
one
jumped
more.
around because I started with the one book that the Tom Cruise version was based
Mhm.
on. I read that. I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. And then I watched the show, and I was like, oh, that's pretty fun. I like this. Like,
Mhm.
I really liked first season in particular. I really liked. I thought it was. I really liked that small town mystery, and I liked
Mhm.
the dynamic between everybody.
Yeah.
Season 2, it was. I mean, I've only watched like 3 episodes, but like, it's just it's fun, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Well, what I like what they did is they jumped over the Tom Cruise movies. So like the Tom Cruise movies was in between season 1 and season 2. And they referenced it in season 2. Like what happens in that Tom Cruise movie
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't want to be compared to the Tom Cruise movie. So I was like that's cool that it's like it's still in world but not. Jack Reacher got a lot smaller and a lot skinnier
Yeah.
during the sniper stuff, and then he jumped and got bigger again for season 2.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise did fine. Like he captured like the character. It's just it's like 5'6" or something.
Yeah, yeah, and Reacher's a little bit bigger.
Big boy. Yeah, he's a big
Yeah,
boy.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
he'll
yeah.
just
Alan Richardson is he's good, man. Like I was a fan of his work before Reacher. I think he does a real good job with Reacher.
yeah. I'll admit I didn't really know who he was, and then I saw he was in Smallville. I was like, huh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, he was Aquaman, I think.
Which I'll admit I didn't watch. I didn't watch Smallville. I know of it. It's like Superman's origin story. Which, try to do that with Gotham, and oh my God, Gotham, don't even get me started on that.
I watched a few episodes and I couldn't. It was one of those I was like, I'll commit to try it, and I was like, no, No, it was
Like, okay, Penguin, good. Riddler, pretty good. I like the kid from Shameless as the Joker, even though, there are things I like. I like Sean Pertwee as Alfred.
mm-hmm,
But, yeah, it's just so messy.
mm-hmm.
I hated Jada Plinkett Smith as that crime boss. Hated her. So bad. I'm like, good God, man. So bad.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, it was a rough show. Definitely a rough show. It was
like, good
rough.
Lord, what's another thing that angered me about it? Like, it wasn't even a Batman show. Or, well, it kind of, like, okay, I'll give it some props. It is called Gotham. It's not called Batman, but, it's
Yeah.
just, they bring in the Court of Owls later on. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, why? Oh,
Yeah, I feel like
it was painful to watch through a lot of
they
it.
should have done Gotham, but just focused on the gangs.
Should have done like a procedural or something. That could have been fun.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no, they did not. That's not what happened.
that was not the direction they decided to go. Yeah, it was it was rough. It was a rough show, or at least the parts that I saw, and I was like, "No, I can't do this. I can't do this." But normally they don't do well with prequel stuff where they go through. It's like, "Hey, let's make a prequel or a show based off of."
They make
a
Jim
beloved-
Gordon into a massive jerk, it's like, who cheats on. Well, he cheats on his wife in Batman Year One, but like he's a bit more sympathetic in that one. But
Yeah.
like he's kind of a jerk in Gotham. I'm like, oh God, this is terrible. No, it's not money. It's not cash money, as my friend Jimmy likes to say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a bunch of other yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Not a lot of quality TV nowadays.
Well, again, what got me into reading? That's what got me into it. There was nothing else to watch, and there's only so much of Always Sunny I can watch. So I was like, let me try reading, and I jumped into. So the first book that I went through and started and found was Red Rising. I went and read. That was the first one. So I started with that one, and then that's how I stumbled into BookTube. Was looking for Red Rising reviews because I was like, is anyone else talking about this awesome book? And then I found out that it's pretty good, that there's other books that are so much better. And then that's got me down the rabbit hole of reading different books.
Mhm.
So it was good stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read Red Rising because, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm I said earlier I'm a big sci-fi nut. Like, I'm real, like, I get real snobbish about what I like. I'm like,
So yeah, I don't know if you would be a fan, to be honest.
we'll see.
Because I've read other sci-fi books, and I'm like, yeah, these are better. But I just have a soft spot for the book that got me into.
That's fair. I mean,
You know,
I'm not gonna yuck on you. I haven't even read it yet, so
oh, you will yuck on it. You will.
I will yuck on it. Okay.
You will. Once you get through book one, you'll be like, ugh, this is terrible.
This book, I got physically ill reading this. No,
I could not read another book for 2 days.
Yeah, I know. I physically recoiled from reading this book. No. Yeah. You also do like audiobooks as well. I mean, I'm actually gonna. That's another thing I want to do in 2025. I'm gonna try and do my friend Ben calls immersion reading. So I'm gonna slap on some
fancy headphones.
Well, no, I'm probably just gonna use these my AirPods. But
AirPods.
I'll just do a couple of those. I don't know what, but there's one book I'd like to do it with, but there's a couple. I don't know what else I would do it with. So
yeah, I think you just need to find. So what I do, so I probably do 30% audio, and it's usually like thriller books that I go through that I don't need to like hyper focus on it, and then it's just finding the narrators that you enjoy. And then, so that's usually the route I go. I just sample the books, and I go, okay, I can listen to this person for the next 8 hours, or no, I cannot listen to this person for the next 8 hours. And then that's when I jump into it. But yeah, it's mostly thriller books. that I go through. All the Reacher books, like 90% of those I listen to rather than just physically reading them. But
Are they good? Because I haven't listened to the.
they're they're good. They're good. Some a lot better than others, but they do it. They do a good job. It's fun. I like listening to the stuff when I'm taking the kids to school, or I travel a little bit for my job. So it's like if I'm in the airport, I don't want to physically hold a book. So I just put on an audiobook while I'm on the plane, and then I just relax and listen to stories.
That's fair. Yeah, I was reading on airplane. I saw a couple people listening to audiobooks. I didn't. One was like a John Sandford book, which I haven't read, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's hard for me to read it in an airport because people are so loud.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be dead quiet when I'm reading, but I don't need just like all ridiculous noise all over the place. So it's like I just have to put on my headphones and just zone out.
Fair enough. I mean, good lord, what's the last I'm not against audiobooks. I just get distracted real easily,
Well, when you're stuck on a plane and you have nothing to look at but at the seat in front of you, it
Oh,
kind of
well,
works.
yeah, that's a good point. But, I've there are a couple though, well, of course, Joe Abercrombie, Stephen
Mhm.
Pacey is phenomenal.
Mhm.
He's great. Like, I hear he's coming back for the Devils, which should be awesome.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
yeah, he's really good. No, I was saying I agree. He's really good.
I like the Lolita audiobook from Jeremy Irons. I listened to that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. But I don't do a lot of audiobooks. Again, not that I'm against it or anything. It's just I just get distracted really easily.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that. I just I need it sometimes. I need to be able to just because I don't get a lot of my reading done unless like everyone's in bed. So I got to wait for everyone to go to
You're
sleep.
smart about it. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I'm like, y'all need to go to bed. I'm like, definitely if I'm reading a new book that I really want to read, I'm like, I get y'all got to go to bed early. Y'all got to go to bed.
Oh man, so you read Dark Bloom? I'm actually hoping to have Molly Macabre, or I think it's Macabre is how you pronounce that, on
Yeah, I
this
butchered
show
it. I
soon.
called her Macabre. I think when I did the review, I said Macabre.
I pronounce it Macabre, but
yeah. I was like, my bad, Molly. I was like, sorry, buddy. Like, but it's
sorry,
that
dog.
yeah.
My B.
I was like, I'm illiterate. I can't help it. Sorry. It is what it is. I'm not gonna re-record it. Not happening.
But I'm a big sucker. Like, I'm a big Walking Dead fan. The comics more than the show. But I'm a big like Walking Dead nut. So I like not Nazis. What? Almost said I like Nazis. That's bad. Don't quote me on that.
It's gonna get clipped. It's getting clipped.
It's getting clipped. No. But I
No,
like
Dark Bloom
zombies.
was good,
Is what I'm
man.
saying.
Dark Bloom was good. And I liked her style of writing. So it's only supposed to be based on my last conversation with her, it's supposed to be a duology. So there's only supposed to be one more book left, which it's going to be good. But I was talking
2 books.
with her.
Oh my god. That's goals right there, man. Like, that's a reader's
Right.
dream.
Right. It's 2. And she's like, she's working on the next one. I'm like, you're killing it, Molly. Thank you. Thank you. Love it. But no, it was good. It was good. I've really enjoyed when I go through and read a book and I get so angry at characters and some of the things that they do. I'm like, you got me hooked when I'm emotionally upset with how a character is reacting. I'm like, damn it, why did you do that? You're an idiot. But it's like it's within their personality. It's like I can see them doing it. They didn't do anything stupid outside of character. They were within character making bad decisions. And I'm like, I'm with you. You're making terrible decisions. But it was a fun ride. It was very fun and very excited. I have some theories, and I told her already of like, I have some thoughts. I have some ideas of where I think you're going with this. So we'll see if I'm right.
I'll have to snatch that up as soon as possible then, if it's gonna be a duology, because not a lot of indie horror on here either. I mean, there's some of it, like my friend
Mhm.
Steve Stark.
Jeez, I just read that.
Oh,
Holy
you
hell!
did?
Just read.
Which one's the one I got? Let me see.
Violent Ends.
Oh, that's the one I don't have. I have a hot
Oh,
dose of hell, but
this one was so good, man. Like so good.
I was gonna read it
So
for
good.
Halloween, but again,
This one was
fucking
good, and then oh damn, what was the other one I read? That was. Hold up, let me open up Goodreads. Hold
as you
up,
do, as you do. I hear you.
hold up. Wait a minute. There was another. If you liked Steve Stark, you're gonna like this other one, and I
Well,
feel
I
so
haven't read
bad.
his books. I just know him because we're friends, and yeah,
You need to put on your list. Death Cult
Death Cult,
is another one.
Death Cult.
Holy hell, it was fun. It was good. It was really good. So I read both of these back to back. So I read Violent Ends, and I think I read the whole book in a day. I think I started at the beginning of the day. Yeah, it's like 200 and
Oh, is it this one right here?
yeah, yeah, yep, that's it. So
All
add
right,
that
I'll
one
add
on the
it to the
list.
list.
That was fantastic and also a quick read. And I went through both these very quickly. Brutal, brutal. So if you're looking for some brutal, do this. Read that one, Sledge, and Violent Ends all together, and you're going to be like, these people. Like I truly think, like I need to talk with Steve because I feel like some of the violence he saw in this, it was so graphic that I feel like he visually saw violent crimes, and I'm like, I feel like you need to talk to someone about the violence he saw.
I mean, you never know. You never know. I never know. It's I did see you read the Reformatory by I can never pronounce her name.
Tana Reeve do.
Tana Reeve Do. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a book I've wanted to read for a while. I really like. Well, my favorite book this year was Kindred by Octavia Butler, which is about
Hmm.
slavery. It's not about Jim Crow South,
Hmm.
but I've heard that the Reformatory is kind of in that vein.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
that you liked it. I watched your review. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. It was a rough story to get through, man. It was rough. And it still lives with me. Like I still like there's parts of that story that's like it was very well written. I really, really liked her work. Um, I need more people to read it so I can talk to people about the items that happen in that book. Like I need to talk to more people. So I'm trying to get more people to read it. Um, to have conversations with people. But it is there's a few scenes that are tough to get through. That are tough because I was like physically going through what the people were going through because how well it
Yeah,
was
I
written.
mean, if you don't read a book like that and you don't feel at least a bit outraged, then
Mhm.
I don't know what to tell you.
Be a different conversation, I guess we need to have. It's like
Yeah,
it was okay. It's like no, nope. It like lives with me now.
yeah,
But it was good.
no.
And then I did watch because I'm always curious on why people write the books that they write.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like what gave you that aha, I want to write this? So I watched an interview after I read this book that she wrote the story based on her family. Now,
Mm.
very, very it was the overall premise that she had a relative die at a school like this, and that was as far as she knew. She was like, this is not going to be about my family, but the hint of where it came from was something that happened with her within her
Mm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, so it hits a little bit more home with her, and it wasn't just a story. It was like, oh no, this is real to an extent. So that one was good. I'm trying to think if there was another one that I read recently that really stuck with me. Have you read any? Oh man, what's the name of that book? Have you read S.A. Cosby?
I have, yes.
Like
I've read
Razor Blade
I've
Tears
read
was
I've
fantastic.
read all three of his books except for his newest one, which I'm actually hoping to read in 2025. All Sinners.
Mhm.
I think it's called All the Sinners Bleed.
Oh, The Sinners Bleed. Yeah, that one was good.
I'm hoping to read that one. That seems like that'll really but you were talking about Razorblade Tears. That's actually my favorite one from him so far.
Yeah. No, that was the only one I physically own. So the other ones I rented from the library. And so what I normally do is I rent it from the library, I'll read it, and if I enjoy it, I'll buy it, kind of thing. So that one like hands down one of my favorite books of the year that I read was that one. I just I didn't pick a favorite book of the year, but there's too many that were very good. That one was very good. I enjoyed Horns by Joe Hill.
Yeah, Horns is great. That was a really good one.
Not what I thought it was going to be at all. It was so good. And then The Reformatory was fantastic also. So I guess one of those
movie
would have to be.
Movie kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like it's like 40% of the story. Like, I really love the like how they play with, like mythos and that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's more of a dark fantasy book than like a horror book, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I liked all the symbolism in the book. I truly enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of when authors go through and give hints on what's happening within the story and then trying to figure it out like a puzzle. It makes me happy.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of I also talk about Stephen Fry. Have you ever watched a bit of Fry and Laurie, the TV show, or Blackadder, which they also did together?
I watched the skit show.
Oh.
I watched some of the skit stuff they go through. But yeah, huge mythos fan. Huge. I know you're not a huge fan of Greek mythology, but it's good. It's good work, man. If you want to listen to, and if you're a fan of Stephen Fry, I highly recommend listening to that series. That could be a good one because he narrates his books. So it was fun.
Yeah, I've listened to him narrate some of the Harry Potter books, and he's very good.
Mm-hmm.
He has a good voice for it.
Yeah, and doing his own story made it a lot of fun. So I enjoy Greek mythology. So it's I get it's
Labyrinth goofy. And the 12 Labors of Hercules and
Yep. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. So, pretty much any kind of mythology. I like Norse. Norse is a lot of fun. I'm a big Vikings fan. The show and Bernard Cornwell's book, I find those fun. Have you read any of those? The Last Kingdom books?
No, I want to. I've only read Sharp from Bernard Cornwell, and I liked it. It was pretty good. I talked about it with my friend Ben, which is kind of funny. You kind of look like him a little bit.
He is an egghead also?
Yes, a little bit. Genghis Khan, yes. You'll be like, whoa.
Yeah, so that's on my list to read next is Sharp books from Bernard Cornwell. So I'm a big, like his Last Kingdom books, like I read those years ago. And I'm seeing some traction now on BookTube, people actually buddy reading and reading them now. So I'm excited for
I know people my friend John really likes his Arthurian series. I can't think of the name at the moment. I don't think it's the Last Kingdom.
The Winter King?
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically like, oh, what if King Arthur was pagan? You're like, oh, okay, this could be fun. Though I'm not a big Arthurian fan either. Though I watched The Green Knight a few years ago, and I thought that was a fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, that's on my list too. I have so many, and I'm trying to go back and read the classics because people go through, and I finally went through and read it this year, and no one prepared me for what that book was going to be like.
Oh, which book?
All of them. The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
No one prepared me. I saw the movies first. And then I went and was like, okay, now let me watch the books. And or let me read the books. And it was different. It was good. There was a lot of different things in the books.
Yeah, he moseys around a bit. I was at the bookstore the other day. or this was about, but it's actually a month ago, and someone was like, "Oh man, I thought I only watched Fellowship of the Rings. I thought it was so slow while picking up Lord of the Rings. It took me everything I had to not go, well, if you think that's slow, wait till you read the book."
or my favorite, the 15 million goodbyes in the Return of the
Oh
King.
yeah.
Like, I was just like, all right, we're gonna be done with this soon. No, we're not done. All right, let's keep it going. I'm finishing this book. So
Wait, is it? It's been a while since I read them. Is it like that in the books?
yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
they take forever. They say goodbye forever. No, I like, so I got like these older versions of them.
Oh.
So I got these old school versions of them. So it's fun. You know, they're not too big. They're like one Sanderson book, so it didn't take me too long to read them. But they're fun. I enjoy them. I do. But I should have started with these before watching the show or the movie.
The movies are very good for what they are. They basically they capture the story and they kind of just get rid of all the other weird stuff that Tolkien put in there. Like Tom Bombadil. I'm sure when he showed up, you were like, "What the hell is this?"
I enjoyed him. I
like Tom
enjoyed
Bombadil
him.
too.
His goofiness. I'm like, I like this guy. And then I haven't seen the Rings of Power just because don't have time.
Just don't.
Don't. I did watch
boring.
I watched a video of, I guess Bobbity shows up. I guess he shows up in the show. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna watch this clip of him on the episode. And I was like, this is not what I was picturing. So I just stopped even watching the YouTube video. I was like, don't ruin this for me because I like him in these books. Like,
I mean, it would have been pretty awesome for him to show up in the movies, but I see why they probably didn't have him on because he just kind of shows up and you're like, what? Who's this guy?
He's just like, I don't know, man. There was a lot more singing in the books too that no one prepared me for.
Yeah, there's a lot like, well, you got to keep in mind Tolkien was a philologist, so he really liked languages.
Yeah,
that's how he came up with these books. He's like, yeah, I gotta put this language somewhere. I'll write books about it. That's how he did it. And you're just like, oh my god. But yeah, it's yeah, no, it's if you're more, familiar with reading like Joe Abercrombie or George R. R. Martin, it is kind of a trip getting into classics like that. Yeah.
So I have a few other ones I'm trying to read this year. I want to go through and read The Count of Monte Cristo. I want to read that one.
Ooh, I read that when I was in middle school. It's a fun one.
It's been a very long time, so I want to get back on.
But
it's very long. It's huge. And then I also have War and Peace that I think I've read a long time ago. So I want to go through and read that one again. So that's on my list of classics I want to go through and read, unless someone says, hey, you need to read whatever book. So I'm trying to...
It's a bit ambitious, I'm like, there's a couple of shorter ones you can read.
It's the ones that I got. So we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a try. It's going to be one clear in a month. I'm going to be like, all right, no other books but these. So yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a good year. I'm excited. We got a lot of indie books on the list. I have a bunch of fun ideas for 2025. So I kind of want to get back into the podcasting. So I used to do stuff like that in my old previous life.
Did you podcast about It's Always Sunny?
No. I should have. No, I used to do a podcast for book reviews, or like it was a book club thing with a buddy of mine. We started that a few years ago.
Really heavy.
And we did that. That was fun. And then kind of fell off from doing the podcast. Might bring it back one day. We'll see if we have time. Life happens. So
yeah, no, 2025, I don't know what's going to look like. I'm hoping my ambition doesn't outdo me, because
yeah,
we'll see how it goes though.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You'll kill it. So, all right, man, it is close to
Yeah, I haven't
Bedtime for
I
the
haven't I
kids. I
haven't
gotta
I
go.
haven't actually eaten today, yeah, I think this is a good time to stop. But thanks for hanging out with me for a while. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. And um, good luck on your New Year's live stream. I'll
Thanks.
try to jump on to say hey in the comments for
Um
you.
um well, as I like to do before I end these things, if you have any social media you would like to share before we go, feel free.
Yeah. So obviously YouTube already overbooked on YouTube. Also already overbooked on X and the Blue Sky. I'm already overbooked all over the place. So just Google already overbooked, and you should find me.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Britain's Hangout Hour. I know I did. Until next time.